What's up, Internet? We are back once again with Opoona. This time, you're probably asking what we're going to do, and that's an excellent question. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. This is absolutely the point in the game where I kind of completely lose track of what I need to do. So I've got a couple options. I think the first thing we're going to do is go check on the partisans and see if they can give us a hint on what we need to do next. Because I've been kind of tangenting for a while. But also, worst case scenario, and this is totally a personal goal for me, but we do need to get the laser coat and we do need to defeat that boss. And that, paper thin, sort of paper cutout person guy you fight on the Pirate Isle is apparently like a combination metal slime and gold golem. So if you can kill him, you get a ton of money and experience. So we might go hunting for him if we can't figure out what else to do. But, do we have a pocket taxi? Because I'd like to go talk to the... We don't, it doesn't look like. Alright, let's go buy a pocket taxi. Or, 6. 6 is fine. We're a long way away from getting that, laser coat, so, you know, it's okay. If we don't entirely make the laser coat today. But we're going to go check on the partisans and see if they can give us a hint on what to do next, because I kind of forgot. Now I just got to remember exactly where specifically we need to go to do that. Now let's see, we need to go outside. Pod station's not where we need to go. So let's go to Bravo Company. Because we just need to be outside. Get onto our hoverboard and get on our merry little way. And hopefully we'll get to the partisan base and we'll get some tips on where to go next, because I can't quite remember, which is less than ideal. Because, you know, we're kind of at that point where we're pretty close to the end of the game. So it'd be nice to have an idea where we need to go. Now, where do we want to go? We want to go to the Crayola Hut, I believe. Where all the crayons live. Alright. And hopefully from here we'll get some tips. Okay, go to Animos. Okay, so we need to go to Animos. That's useful information. I want to say that was the pirate village that was around here, I think. Well, at least we got an idea of where we need to go now, so that's a plus. Alright, cool. Well, we got a sort of right direction. It'd be nice if I could actually, just check the map for location names. Memory of a Goldfish. This one. Let's try going to that pirate village that's nearby. Maybe that'll help. Worst case scenario, more experience, more money, eventually laser coat, and secret boss kill. So progress. You know, in some description, progress. Has been a little bit since I played this last. I was too busy doing end of year stuff. And prepping for new Let's Plays this year, the Fairy Grove. This is where I don't need to be. But it's okay, because I think where we need to go is connected to this. Just gonna smack Totoro here around a bit. And get on our merry little way. Actually surprised that fight took as long as it did. Still, I like the stage design of that area. It's quite pretty. Alright, I believe this is the way we need to go. I don't know what the factor that makes them catch bonbons is. I'm not sure if it's just a flat percentage chance or you hit them during a certain period in their animation or something. I feel like there'd be a better way to predict it, but I have no idea what it would be. And in 1,000 more fights like that, I'll have enough for the laser coat. So that's a plus. I think that rainbow slime is worth something. I'm not saying, like, a lot, but I think we'll get a little bit more money from that. Yeah, that's a little bit more. There we go. That's only, like, 7 times. This is not where we need to go, I don't think. I may have gotten turned around. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Or we'll be trapped on this planet forever as a janitor. That's a sad existence. Space janitor not having adventures in your own adventure. Still better than Opoona in Dynasty Warriors, though, so that's still a better outcome for him, I guess. Got some more experience. Got a little bit extra money. This way might be where we need to go then. I'll say at this point I'm just wandering around because I genuinely lose track of where anything is and where I need to go around this point in the game. I remember I need to get the Master C license, which we've got. I remember the bosses, and I remember like the server room that was really quite rude. Everything else is a little bit foggy though. We'll figure it out. Alright, we made it to the Fairy Grove North. And I do believe we've fought all these bees. Which is okay. But seriously, we could use some more honey. Because honey means more life. That was a depressing fight. I'm just going to hit you and see what kind of damage I do. Oh, you're dead. Okay. You know, it turns out that boss is like, or that enemy's super weak because if you don't do anything, he becomes ridiculous, but he gives you like a crazy prize or something. I can see that. This seems like the kind of game that would do something like that. Not dissimilarly to how, what was it, Wild Arms 5? Every area had like a 1% chance of spawning 2 different enemies with 1 health. And then your money and your experience, depending on which version you fought, was the difference between their 1 health and how much damage you did to them. I like that idea. I borrowed that for a game design that I came up with myself. Alright, so this is where we need to go. Yes, but we need to be here. So, all of you. That seems like useful information. We might have to go to the castle then. Oh, something special. Max? Oh, that's cool, but you don't have a laser coat. And that's the one thing I want. Oh. Do I have anything I can sell that's worth anything? Well, the parasite coat, I guess, but I don't want to sell that just yet. No, I think that's okay. We're looking for partisans. Join us. Probably have to talk to like the thief boss guy. He seemed kind of on the ball compared to everyone else. But at least we're on the right track now. Join us. We need friends. Well, we're supposed to be here, and you look like the next quest flag. Alright. That's a step in the right direction, I think. We do need to have a lot of friends by the end of this. Okay. You, be friends with me too. We need friends. Oh, rock and roll. That's a step closer to a laser coat. Alright, let's be friends with the liar. Sure, why not? We need as many friends as we can get. Be more friends with us. Alright, well. Someone's house is on the way. I'm guessing that's either in town, because her dialogue box is a little confusing. Or, alternatively, it's like at the Rock Castle. Because it seems like we're getting herded there by all this random, like, background talk. So I'm thinking that's where we gotta go next. Just do the quotas, because nothing wrong can happen then. Except lots wrong can. Okay, well, we're at least on the right track. That's a step in the right direction. Alright, so let's try going in here. UFO rings. Well, we've got enough integrity to actually get those, but the thing is, I want a laser coat, and that's pretty expensive. Ah, this is where we need to go. Tell us about partisans. It's possible, because we're the hero guy. Alright, we did come, of course. This is important, and it involves our quest. We could use that spirit's help. Open the door to Rock Castle with a prayer. Okay. Well, that's Opoona right there. We can't give up. I don't think that's a waste of time. Also, Opoona is a sage. So, we should be able to make this work, I would think. I would hope. You're just irritating now. Okay. Okay, go to the portal. Pray to the Erath spirits. And the portal opens. Okay. Well, we've got the right direction now. I'm now not lost. I mean, I am, but at least we've got direction that'll lead us to the next thing. Which will hopefully also include some money so we can get that laser coat. And then we'll kick that boss's ass. I think we just went the wrong way. That's okay. It's okay. More experience, more money, more laser coat. And we won the battle handily. Alright. Let's try going back. Nice thing is, you know, we will be slowly building up money one way or the other. As long as we don't spend it all on pocket taxis, which I may very well do, in my own ineptitude. That guy just... I don't know, he just keeled over on his own. Huh. Alright, a little bit more money. Nice. It's not really a reason to keep it in the bank, because there doesn't seem to actually be like an interest rate in this game. Wait a minute, I recognize those bee nests. I think these are just genuinely weak enemies. There's no secret to just letting them live and get stronger. That's a bit unfortunate. I would like a mechanic where just letting the enemies sit around makes them so much stronger, and then you get like a bigger reward if you kill them. So yes, I think we were going the right way. And I'm just second guessing myself because I do that a lot. But on the upswing, despite doing it a lot, we're getting somewhere in some regards. Alright, let's take out the Radio Gaga and the Rivet Flies. And be on our merry little way, winning the battle handily. Each fight gives us 250,000. It's only what? 4 times 50 is, you know, 200 fights, give or take? I mean, ideally we'd get more than that, but maybe we'd get some items to sell. Like, give us some money quickly. Alright, Bond Bite X. Don't need it, but we can sell it. I'm guessing that's the portal. Alright, Opoona, do your thing, and let's go do a trial. And maybe, just maybe, there will be rocks in there, and we can drill them and get resources. There are! Yay! Super ultra yayness. Also ghosts, which are relatively strong enemies. I mean, they're taking up a couple of punches from our little bonbons. But that means we're probably going to get more money and experience. Ooh, not actually. That's depressing. $90 units. I believe we have to do 100. 91. 92. Hey, there's some money. Hey! Cool, well, we've got enough to get the quota there. We'll get the mineral quota as well. That'd be cool if we could. Because that would be 2 more jobs complete. Oh, I think we have the entire shogi set. Let's take a look. Where is it? Ah, there's 7 pieces, but we only have 3. Still, getting close to completing that set. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's pretty up here. Eel rice. More rocks. Hopefully we finish this quota as well. It's gonna turn out that I, like, accidentally missed one of the rocks, so we'll have, like, 99 and we won't know where the last one is. You know, the sad thing is I've got, like, this weird sort of, like, jinxing premonition thing where I say, like, oh, this would be terrible if it happens, and that's exactly what happens. And I'm not sure if it's just correlation being causation or if I subconsciously realize something's happened, but, you know. I have the weird ability to just predict the worst possible events that happen to me. It's just a gift I have, I guess. But on the bright side, we won that battle easily. And we got a lot of experience. Not so much money, though. It's 98. 99. This last one's gonna be money and we won't know where the last rock is. Alright, there's 100. Nice. For once my weird premonition of the worst things happening to me, just by offhandedly commenting on it, didn't seem to fall through. Which is good, because it's bad when that happens. These ghost guys can really take a punch. Kind of remind me of those little head rattlers from Mononoke a little bit. With like the porcelain faces. I haven't seen that movie in forever though. Dust hole? Is that for vacuuming? No, it's a weapon. Banish your enemy to otherworldly dust hole. I'm pretty sure otherworldly is one word, but okay. You will not receive experience points. So basically, black hole that sucks enemies away, but you don't get a reward for it. Interesting. Multi-vaccine, presumably to cure viruses on our entire party. That's pretty. I know where that goes. We might have to deliver that today, too. Look at us. We're solving some stuff. Alright. Now I gotta fight some things. Polina, I don't know too much about you because you kind of did everything on the down low, but you know. Uh-oh, boss fight. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's take this. Holy crap, you're big. And we're all asleep. That's concerning. I think we might have to, force double high all. This is genuinely kind of a terrifying fight. No. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Okay. I feel like I should use my force, but at the same time, I feel like I need to save that. Okay, here's the plan. I think what we're gonna do... Well, it doesn't matter now. I was gonna say, you know, Opoona and Kopuna will heal. And then, you know, Polina can use her force to actually inflict some damage. It seems like that sunlight move seems to do multiple hits of damage just depending on like how many times you cast it. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Do you have a revive? Yes, we do. Okay. See, that's the thing. We have a running timer, so I can't exactly check to see like what's what. I just have to... I read in there it's like Angel. It's like, okay, well, hopefully that's not something as simple as, it's an angel of sometimes you're not going to be poisoned or something, you know? There's Bon-Mageddon. Crunch. That was a bit of an insane fight. That was tough. Alright. So now we gotta go through the forest. If I recall, that forest was where there was a big sleepy guy. And I'm guessing now we get to go past him. So that's good. Bonk. I just like that move. That's a good move. I'm not sure if Polina's abilities are like super upfront damaging like Opoona's though. Like Opoona's seems to be focused on doing a lot of damage up front, whereas Polina's seem to be more maybe dealing damage incrementally to a group. So Opoona is more like a boss fighter, whereas Polina's just your standard encounter fighter. And then Kopuna is just your healer. Oh, these guys are purple and blue. Purple and green, that's the word. Thanks, brain. I know colors. No, I don't. But I will say the lime green and, like, royal purple. Good combination. I believe those are complementary colors. Although it's been a while since I've looked at a color wheel. Hey, and we leveled up. Or at least one of us did. Alright. Opoona leveled as well. Nice. I wonder if there's a max high all. I would imagine so. So that's probably what we should work towards for Opoona. Trying to get like a full team heal up. That Shadow's scary, because he can do that. I don't think the little flame guy's all that worrisome. Opoona, heal. That's your job in life. Just heal. I don't know about Polina, but at the very least the game remembers where, you know, our previous forces were at, so as long as I don't mess with the menus, I can menu through them quick enough to get everyone healed with Kopoona's go-to, and deal a lot of damage to one target using Opoona's. So I kind of appreciate that there's, like, menu memory there. That's quite good. Now we just gotta be careful. Taking out these poisonous bat jellyfish things. I like bat jellyfish things. Those things are cool looking. Alright. Into the Eternal Forest. And there was a big sleepy guy here. And there he is. I like the big sleepy guys. They have jellyfish faces. He's a little tanuki. A little space tanuki. That thing also reminds me of those little head rattlers from Mononoke. Oh, finally we got another spirit to join our little fight crusade. I like these big giants. They're neat looking. Kind of remind me of Doshin the giant a little bit. Teapot. An angel dice, which I think we're going to use right now. If we can. Ah. Nope, I was thinking of a different thing. I know there's some randomized things that boost your other stats. I was hoping that was one of those things that just randomizes your, like, extra stat boost. Oh, that's a big thing in the background. Okay, well, if this fight gets hard, at least we've got... Oh, God, Polina's in trouble. Okay. That's not ideal. But, fortunately, as long as I keep Kopoona's FP up, we should be okay. That thing is so big. It looks like a giant two-headed Gumby or something. Oh my god, this is the first time in like 30 years I've thought about Gumby. I feel so old now. No, I think I only ever actually watched one Gumby cartoon when I was a kid. I think it involved aliens and like weird doppelgangers that were like evil. And it creeped me the hell out when I was a kid. I should probably look into that and see if I can find it. Because it's probably nowhere near as freaky as I remember it being. It's probably just really tame and cheesy. But Claymation, it was just in general very, very cool. You know, that's where Aardman came from with Wallace and Gromit and all that. You know, it occurs to me, I should probably just use Opoona's giant Armageddon bonbon on the beehive. Bonk. Aw, I got to hit the other bee too. That's cool. That's actually a really good way to deal with bees. Alright. There's a little bit more money and a comb of honey that will be going straight to Opoona. Because, as protagonist, he needs the most health. Besides, he can heal himself and the rest of the team if he needs it. And it increases his power. So that's useful. Bees are nowhere near as scary as they used to be. I don't remember what happens in the game at this point, so we're all in the same boat together now. This is a place where time stops for these people, maybe. Or at least that's what I'm getting from the messages. But more importantly, more bees. Eat an Armageddon. Bonk. Really, if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, time continued to tick down when you were in menus and stuff, I think combat would be a lot better. Because, like, the fact is, I'm not really encouraged to use the menus or anything beyond just the basic attack. Just because time's going to be ticking down and enemies are going to be attacking. More damage. Oh no, I think 99 is the max impact you can have. Alright, well, if we run any other honey, I guess, Polina. Because Opoona sure as hell doesn't need it, he's team healer. Dragon trees. And big hippopotamuses. I like hippopotamuses. They're neat. We have hippopotamuses at our local zoo, and when the town flooded many years ago, the geniuses there decided to release them into the river. Fortunately, nothing bad happened, and everything was safe at the end, but still. The idea of just random hippopotamuses running around the river in Canada is kind of delightful and terrifying. Because they are actually ridiculously fast creatures, especially in the water. Which is why a lot of people call them water ponies. Because they are just ridiculously fast in their elements. Once you take them out of the water, they're kind of big, hulky, slow things, but they can still charge pretty heavily. But they're just really cool creatures, I think. Alright, we are making a crap ton of money. What is our current... maybe under stats we can see. Alright, so we're about 1/5 the way to getting that laser coat now. As long as we don't spend any of it. Baby steps. Alright, made to Sacred Village. Wonder if there's secret codes here. We might have. I don't know. Can I say no to you next? I'm not sure I lied. I don't remember you. You're a generic NPC. Is there any secret codes around here? Doesn't look like it. That's a bathroom. At least I don't have to wash any secret codes that I find in the bathroom before using them. Cat! Meow. No, no secret codes. Okay, let's talk to people then. And have them explain to us why there are no secret codes. They're all being weirdly brainwashed. Like, you know how we were that one time. Also, the soundtrack really cranking up. But, you know, it's Opoona. The soundtrack in general is just awesome. I don't think we've interacted with a water spirit. We did one with the wind spirit and they did nothing. Fire spirit's been hanging around every now and then. But it'd be nice to get the other spirits on board. Well, that's sad. Don't let your romance burn out. I thought I saw a secret code, but I guess not. Yes, I came here. Yep, all these people have had their brains wiped, it sounds. Hey, I know this guy. You're that guy who wanted to be one of us, and he was one of our guard guys. Yes. Let's just abuse random people. It's necessary because abuse. It's how you fix amnesia and brainwashing, I guess. Or not. We're finally listening to Opoona. Or rather, Opoona, I guess. See, I think Opoona had the right idea. She fixed Opoona's amnesia and sleepiness by bonking him with her bonbon after a while. Oh, I can buy stuff here. Or not. Alright, well, we can sleep here and regain our stats. That'll be useful. There really is no secret codes here. I like finding secret codes. They're fun. Alright. We're making progress. I really need to remember that we found that flower and that we need to talk to the farmer and the miner guy, though. Go visit the Holy Spring, huh? Alright. Well, I guess we'll do that. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure you were hanging out with us on our vacation. Well, our ship did explode, so yeah, you probably might have trouble finding it. Oh well. Can't bug people without memories. Well, you can, but you won't get very far. Ooh, treasure. Force carpet. What does that do? Let's see. Force carpet. Develop yourself with healing order. Alright. So it's a healing item that I won't use because I already have Opoona to heal literally everyone in the party. But, on the other hand, we could just, you know, sell it. Also, what was the point of having a bed there if there's like, instant heal vending machine? Other than just passing time, I guess. Ooh, secret path? What's over here? Basically no money. Ooh, max mass. That could be useful. Let's slap that on our bonbon, shall we? Ah, but I want to keep that sleep stone. But it's defensive strength. That doesn't help me too much. I'll throw that on Opoona. She needs it. Alright, Opoona, you're going to get more defense. Because you definitely need it. You keep getting knocked down, and that's not good. Alright, we got more hippos. And that thing over there, which I don't know what to describe what I'm looking at when I see him. Kind of some kind of like chopped up thing that's got like a thing that I would say is its head chopped off, but then the thing that actually looks like his head stapled to what I would say is his shoulder. I don't know. Weird designed alien creatures, but we won the battle easily. Got a lot of money though. You know, if we gain enough stats that we can actually take out those little paper people, we might be ready to make some serious money and get ready to knock down some really tough bosses. Well, this is a pretty little area. Wait, can I go this way? I can. But is there a reason? It's a maze. Very pretty maze, too. Alright, let's go. What are we fighting? Holy crap, a lot of things. Hit the Totoros. Wow, they've got a lot of health. Alright, Opoona. Heal everything now. Because Lord knows we need it. Alright. I think now's the time that we start spamming skills to see what happens. That's a little better. Alright, that's another one down. I'm thinking Polina's sunshine ability is probably more effective. Pearl. That seemed to do some damage. I got like a muscle memory that just makes me immediately want to fling the bonbons instead of actually going to the force, just because of how much time that takes and how vulnerable you are while you do it. Sunshine. $40 damage. Well, we took it out. That was acceptable. Holy crap, that's a lot of experience. Decent amount of money, too. We just sat here and grinded for a little bit. We'd probably have enough for the laser coat. Actually, what do we have for money right now? Not as much as I thought we would. I figured we'd have a fair bit more at this point. Ooh, this looks like a secret path. Let's take it. Alright. If we can jump on those guys before they enter their shell, they're a lot easier to deal with. The trick is, of course, you know, doing that, but, you know, if we can do it, that'd be great. Alright, well, there's another fight down. And we leveled. And we've got white chocolate. I think that is a stat building item. White chocolate. Not actually chocolate, by the way. Max FP +2. Integrity +1. Yeah, I'll give that to Opoona. Yeah, white chocolate is not actually chocolate. Does not contain cocoa, but contains cocoa butter. And that's the difference, as I understand it. All I really know is white chocolate kind of makes me sick. I don't know why, it just gives me a stomach ache. Like regular chocolate, though, or dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's ridiculously good. Gotta have that, like, bitterness with that sweetness, I think, or it's just too much. But I just don't think I really like sweets all that much, so, you know, having that bitterness there kind of balances it out rather nicely. There's a bit more money. Save me some grief. I'm gonna use force on... Yeah, I'll just use Opoona's, it's fine. Opoona's definitely gonna need the FP later in a fight. Alright, so we want to go that way. Now, unfortunately, he was at an intersection, so I'm not 100% sure what this way actually means. But since I'm here exploring things to pick up all the crap, you know, it's okay. If we get a little lost, we get a little lost. Oh, that dragon flower. It's got little fish faces. That's so cute. I like that. That's cool. Armageddon! Alright. Yeah, that Armageddon's that's a really quite good ability. Opoona leveled. What level are we at right now? We're at 25. Now, as I understand, sort of the recommended level for going up against Tyrant's 26, so we're getting there. Northern Passage. Okay. Now we could just follow the top route and assume that's Northern Passage, but green seed. I think that was the thing we had to give, what's his name, wasn't it? Or was that a smile seed? I passed it in the menu, didn't I? Green seed. Oh, here it is. Special option function, a blessing of nature. Additional defense against ghosts, max HP plus 15. That could be really useful for Paulina once again. You know, if we can ideally slap as much defense on her as we possibly can. It's going to turn out to be one of those things that, like, breaks. What do I want to replace on here? I'm not sure I want to replace anything, actually. I'm okay with what Opoona's got, I think. Whoa, okay. Oh, that face is... It's got, like, a flashing effect. That's kind of creepy. Kind of dig it, though. Heal up, Opoona. I don't know what that dizzy effect looks like. I'm not sure if that means that there's a chance they'll just attack teammates, or maybe that just means they miss their attacks a whole bunch. Opoona's 30, or 30, 24. Saying 23, 3, 30. Got it. He's 30. No, he's not. It'd be easier if he was, but no, he's only 24. Oh, it's a blue hippo. Oh, one of those paper guys. Oh, he ran off, though. See, those are the guys we need to kill. Because they're worth all the experience and money. Assuming it's the same one as the one on the Pirate Isle, anyway. Man, this game is so pretty when it wants to be. And it turns out that was the artist guy who made all the art in the game. Got an echo radar. It's a very pretty area. Pocket tent. It's almost like you're telling me I need to use it so that I can fight a boss. I don't know what those pink things are, but they're delightful. They're adorable little pink helicopter creatures, and I love them. Alright, there we go. Oh, and there was one of the spirit guys. I'd like to have seen if he had done more than the fire guys. I think we need to go that way, but I want to check out that arch. I feel like one of those is going to, like, drop us out of where we are, though. So it's like, which one do I go to first? Which one is the wrong choice for exploration? Okay. Ah, I was on Polina. I thought I was on Kopuna. Alright. Polina, do your sunshine thing. Fortunately, I just have to sit here and watch. I love that, like, incredibly neutral face this pink helicopter creature has. It's just adorable. 555 experience. And a pocket taxi. There's no water spirit. Alright, well, we checked there. Let's keep going then. Ancient sanctuary. And a person I can talk to. To the east of the Deadlands. Alright, well, north it is then. Into a giant beehive. Or at least, looking at that kind of immediately made me think of the beehive levels in Donkey Kong Country 2. Everything's got like a yellow tint on it. It's like there's bees, and there's honey dripping off everything. It immediately strikes me as that. I don't know. Alright. Got some more money. Can't really look at any of this stuff, though. Also cannot control the camera in here. Alright, there's a downstairs. Question is it beneficial to check there first or after? I don't want to hit that bomb. I don't think it matters now. Whoops. I'm surprised we survived that. Ever so slightly, although Kopuna is not knocked down. Don't get knocked down, Kopuna. And we got a dust hole. Alright, force. Kopuna, double high all. Fortunately, getting knocked out means that you recovered at 1 health. Doesn't mean that you have to use like a phoenix down outside or whatever. Which is good. I like that system. Keeps survival being a little less frustrating. Oh hey, it's this creepy, weird, bony thing that seems to be called a dragon, even though it doesn't look like a dragon. It does look terrifying, though. Opoona has some really unsettling things when you really think about it, and you see some stuff. It's a game capable of great beauty and great terror, I guess. Still, I will take all that money, and we will invest that into a laser coat. Because it's a coat made of dreams and lasers. And you'd be a fool not to have a laser coat. Okay, let's try Kopuna's or Polina's force. Wow, that did not do as much damage as I would have liked that to have done. On the bright side, Polina's gonna take a lot of resistance to those ghosts because of that green seed. I'm not sure if ghosts specifically refer to the enemy name Ghost, which is what we just killed, or if it's like a class of enemies. But either way, she gets some resistance towards that, and that's good. I kind of wonder if I got multiple of those seeds, would that resistance stack? And if it did, would it be additive or multiplicative? Some kind of mirror. Which immediately reminds me of Shenmue, which had the bronze mirror thing. Never got a chance to play the third one. I heard it was pretty bad, though. which is unfortunate. I've also heard it's basically a side story that doesn't affect the main plot of a game that hasn't really had a sequel or any chance to finish its story since it started, and it really needs to do that thing. So, spending all this time to make a side story was not really the best idea. That's kind of terrifying. Let's go find more levers to make the statues even more terrifying. That sounds like a plan. Alright. We are on our way. I just gotta remember that we have that flower, and we got the minerals and rocks. So as I remember those three things, we're good. I think, anyway. I don't know if we ever finished that story about the weird ghost girl. I mean, it seemed like she was happy, but I feel like we never actually, like, finished it. Like, there's probably more we needed to do, and I'm just not sure what. Got a pocket tax. We've been getting a lot of those, not including the ones I've spent a lot of money on. But either way, quick travel. It's useful. Alright. I'm gonna hit these horns and then these flamey guys. Gotta be careful about team health, but I think we'll be okay for at least one more fight before needing a heal. A little bit of money, although the enemies seem to be a little bit all over the place in terms of experience and money drops. Okay. Treasure chest. Got a forced carpet, which we could sell later. But right now, it's progression that matters most. Whoop. That's a rather tame fight. But it's over. Yeah, see, we barely gotten any experience or money from that. And to be fair, it was one enemy, sure, but... You know, there was also, like, the yellow flame hairs, which seem to be significantly stronger. It just seems like the enemy pull seems a little bit all over the place right here. And then when we try to enter that door, the two statues step down and murder us. Turns out that entrance was just a trap all along. Also, I feel like we need to heal because we're going to run into a boss one way or another. Probably do that when we get up to the entranceway. That's a new enemy. Okay. Well, that was easy. Decent amount of money and experience for the fact that it was one hit kill, though. Not gonna say no to a couple hundred. Matia. Oh, now we're running into, like, red cactus peoples. But they're not the cool breakdancing cactus peoples. They're just the regular, like, fuzzy cactus peoples. I like the breakdancing ones, because you get to see all the extra mocap this game has. Because they worked that into an attack. Which really, you'd think, given that, like, Opoona is now, like, a legendary, world-famous backup breakdancer or whatever, he could pull some of that out into attacks or something, but he doesn't. Missed opportunity, really, with your career, Opoona. Alright, that should give us at least some coverage if we're going to fight a boss. Although right now, we're just descending. And we found Angel Dice, which, as we've established, doesn't actually help us too much. Adrenaline Burst might be something useful? Let's find out. Adrenaline Burst. Double your power for 60 seconds. Depleted after one use and your speed will temporarily. I wonder if that would be particularly useful against the super boss. Double your power for 60 seconds. A fight would be over in that time. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to hold on to that for when we try and fight Tyrant. That seems like a plan. I'm thinking it only works on one character. It's not going to be like a team-wide item. But if we could use that on Opoona with his Armageddon, that might do it. That said, you know, it doesn't hurt to not stack the deck as much in your favor as you possibly can before going into that Star Shower, huh? Might be useful to check what that's all about. But yeah, if we can use something that increases our damage for the first minute, that could be a game changer in a fight. Okay. Okay. Paulina, time to test out your new move. Star Shower. That seems a lot more powerful than that Sun move. Although I think that Sun move is like a sustained thing where every once in a while it'll do extra damage. I'm thinking between the laser coat, which we absolutely are going to get, as well as that that damage increase, we might actually stand a chance against Tyrant. If we made a lot more money, we could also buy those like extra max stat things. And slap them on some bonbons. I am curious though, because if Ghost, in the reference to the green seeds, like 5% resistance or whatever, if that refers to a type of enemy as opposed to like a singular enemy, but like rather a grand species, that might also cover Tyrant, which is like supposedly some kind of like ghost pirate, right? So that too could be another piece of the puzzle that helps us get towards beating that boss. I'm thinking. But that might be reaching and trying to understand mechanics a little deeper than they actually are. But again, the translation in this game is a little spotty, as we've seen throughout this entire playthrough. But we're slowly working our way up towards fighting that Tyrant. And as long as we keep getting stronger and stronger, even just incrementally, eventually we'll be able to overthrow him. I'd like to see what that spirit can do. Alright, now I can target him. That seems a little bit more powerful than the fire guy. Maybe not substantially so, but even a little bit more power is, you know, beneficial. So there's a lot of money right there. Nothing here. Interesting. Uh-oh. This is suspicious. This is very suspicious. The ruler of the planet. Well, not if I overthrow you. Oh good, henchman. Alright. Now time to get your hench on. Whoa, that's a cool teleportation effect. That's rather stylish. What? You were not that a second ago. Okay, fine. Oh, crap. Okay, so they've got bombs. That's not ideal. Also, they're called Twin Peaks. I don't think that's particularly important, but I think it's funny. Well, that definitely hit those bombs. Oh, crap. Okay. Heal? Or not. Alright, well. Did not win that fight, but we got some equipment. We got some important stuff. And while we are back here where we started, we did get some important stuff. Plus, we are now almost halfway to getting that laser coat. I think what we're going to do, just so I don't forget, is we're going to deliver that flower, talk to the mineral and rock guy, and then we might call it a day. But we're on the right track now, at least. I think it's Shine we need to go to. Pretty sure. It was the guy in the medical wing, if I recall, needed the flower. Alright, well, we're making some good progress, which is good because, you know, I started today thinking, I have no idea what I need to do. Kind of took a stab in the dark, and turned out to kind of work for me, so that's good. Alright, executive floor is not where I need to be. I need to be to the medical wing. But I'm pretty sure this is the right building. This is the penthouse, this is where we need to go. I think this will just take us to the roof, which means we need to take a different elevator. Yeah. To the Sky Garden. A very pretty skybox. Alright. Down here. And down here. Let's try this one to our left. Which takes us to the office area. That's not quite right. I need to go to the medical wing. Residential? It might be residential. Maybe? Turns out it was in the other freaking building, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be a way up from here, so this wouldn't be it. Onwards to the office area. I'm hoping this flower will do something useful to us. It'll probably just end up like raising our friendship with Ted, because I think it's like Ted's uncle's cousin's sister or something that needs it. Yeah, okay, so this is where people train. I think this is where Goldie hangs out. Or would, you know, if he were here. Medical wing. This looks right. I mean, I've got this flower, but I don't think Ted is who needs it. Okay, well. There's someone around here. It's gonna turn out to be someone else, or someone in like the residential area, isn't it? Okay, well. Here. It wouldn't be in the cafeteria. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone in there. It's gonna end up being someone in like the residential district who just like some rich guy really just wants a very fancy flower. I kind of love the artistry that just exists in this sort of mechanical, like, area of perpetual motion. There's just something kind of beautiful about that. Constantly moving stuff, working in unison. I love when stuff like that's properly animated. It looks really cool. But again, Opoona, it's a very pretty game. I don't think this is where I need to be. That's not ideal. I mean, the bright side, I know where the rock and the other guy is. This isn't where I need to be. Okay. Okay. Let's try going back to the residential area. It's going to end up being in the other building, isn't it? That'll be frustrating. Yeah, with my luck, it absolutely will be the case. Okay, let's try this again. Over this way. Because someone here needs this flower. It's on this chunk of the planet, I can confirm that much. I know I have a terrible memory, but I remember someone in the Intelligence Sea needing this flower. That's my house, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Doors securely locked. If it isn't someone in the medical wing, I kind of have like a strong memory of it being someone just sitting on a couch, honestly. Saying, hey, can you give me this flower? You need a flower? Ah, you're the licensed guy. Of course. I will not blab about getting the rescuer license from you, good sir. But I do need to find someone to actually give this flower to. Appearances can be deceiving. You can write that line a little better, translators. It's going to be someone in the other building entirely, isn't it? In the perpetual quest of frustrating me, it will absolutely be that case, won't it? I'd love to relax, but I have a flower I need to deliver to someone. Okie doke. Well, off to the other building then. Yay! And if I can't find anyone there, I'm just gonna go freaking to Lifeborn. That's the plan. Go to Lifeborn, get the other two things, because that'll at least be progress, and try not to forget that I have this thing. And then try and figure out who needed it. Because that's the problem, is I have to remember this stuff. And I have the worst memory ever. Like, day to day, I just forget stuff, so I gotta remember that I got this collectible, or I have to give it away, like, immediately. That's the pod station. Don't want to go there. Bravo Corporation. Let's try here. I swear it was Shine, though, that is where I had to deliver it, but I guess not. On the bright side, we are making progress towards the end and beating that boss into the dirt by slowly gathering new equipment that's going to help make that fight a lot easier. Which is good, because that fight was hard. Okay. I don't know where I need to go. I'm hoping I don't end up in the museum. There's the office. This might actually be where we need to go. Maybe. No. Alright, let's try going down, checking the other side. One of these areas takes you to the freaking museum in this office building for some reason. Because, you know, office buildings, they do have those museums, of course, obviously. Okay, this is more residential, so I'm guessing people on couches would be over here. Alright, I think this is kind of vaguely closer to where we need to be. I think. I don't know, I might be completely lost. On the bright side, like, I know where the stuff in Lifeborn is. You, do you need a flower? Because I got a flower. There it is. Found the person who needed the flower. Yes. I don't know about displaying it, but do it to save your kid, I guess. That's a useful thing. Oh well. Also, you're a little bit in the table there, lady. Wallpaper 10. Alright. Plus some friendship points. Plus, because we've got a wallpaper, we have to go and swap it. Wallpaper 10. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. It's got like a circuit board sort of style to it. That's kind of stylish, actually. I like that. Alright. So now we're going to step outside, pocket taxi our way over to Lifeborn, and go deal with those two guys who hate each other. Because we've been friends with both of them, and we've completed all their objectives. Pocket taxi, the taxi that fits in your pocket. Okay. We want to go to, I guess, Lifeborn Arch Courtyard? And, okay, I think the farmer guy is around the farm, unless he's somewhere else. Also, there's a moo cow. Have you seen the farmer guy? The field should be. Oh, unless I have to just turn this into the desk. I might have to do that. Have you seen the farmer guy? This guy does not seem to have seen the farmer guy. Alright, well, sometimes he hangs out over here. Does not seem to be right now, though. Okay. And none of you look like Farmer George. Oh, you might be, though. Hi, George. But I have all the minerals. Hooray! Friendship has increased. Oh, that's a lot of money. There's another quota? Okay, well, I guess we'll go talk to the people then, I guess. I mean, we've already got 100. I'm pretty sure that covers all the fields, but alright. Oh, wait, how much money do we have now? If we have an extra 8,000, that might be enough. No, not quite. Still only about half where we need to be. Crap. I was excited for a very brief second. Like, oh, I'll finally be able to get that awesome laser coat. I'll be able to stylishly dress in lasers. But alas, not today, it seems. Although we do have the Rafflesia. I'm not sure if I can sell it, but I'm not sure I should. But if I did, I think that's like an extra 8,000. That'd take us up to 3,600. Which would put us still like 19,000 short, because I'm pretty sure the laser coat is 55,000. So yeah, it would be a while yet. This is our house. That's nice, but that's not where we need to be. We need to go and talk to you. I did it! I'm Mattia Meister. Alright. Got the license. And we matured, I guess. And we strengthened our friendship. And our stats got a slight boost as that maturing apparently happens. Your friendship with George. I can talk to him for you. Like, I think we're friends. I think we have to finish George's quota, which I don't know. I figured that 100 was it. Maybe we have to just get the thing. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure 100 is enough to finish all the tiers of the field. And you did say that the field would be in bloom by the time we got our license. So it could very well be that that's it. Just for some reason an extra step involved. But I think you can patch up their friendship if you become friends with both and max out both their quotas. Let's take a look. Now, which one of these do I have to go to? Because I always get this wrong. Farmer. Okay, second window from the left. Okay, I need my license. I'm sure you could condense all four of these windows into one, but okay. New license to the OMP. And we've grown. Alright, so what's my new quota for this new license? I guess that is it. Okay. Well, maybe we just gotta go talk back to Farmer George then. And see if that somehow builds a branch of friendship to his friend the miner who he hates. I mean, we can hope, right? We can hope that, you know, they'll be friends again. Although I'm not sure. We might have to wait till a certain plot point as well, because I think there is like an extra license associated sort of between the three of them. Or two of them, rather. Although I think there's a third character involved later. Alright. Look at that. Our hard work paid off because farming. It's just like Harvest Moon, or just owning a real garden. Also, these are huge plants. Also, pink watermelons. Okay, so where's Farmer George? I just noticed that each tier of these has bigger flowers. That's kind of neat. Alright, Farmer George. Hooray! We're friends with Farmer George. No blobs as farmers. But it is a nice relaxing hobby. You wanna be friends with your friend now? There, George? Okay. I guess not. We can go see if his friend will now reconnect because we've now officially cleared both, but I'm not sure. I think that might be it for now. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's one more license associated with them. So it could be we're kind of just waiting on plot points for now. But on the bright side, you know, we finished up 2 more paths. Got all the licenses. Made some progress during the plot. Got some money towards our laser coat. And we are slowly prepping our way to go and try and fight that super boss again. Well, the fact is, I think it's a little ways away before we're going to be able to properly fight Tyrant. But if we can get that laser coat, and we combine it with that, like, 60 seconds double damage, that might be significant right there. You want to be friends with your farmer buddy now, Joseph? I guess not. I don't think Mary will just make them friends again. Nope. Alas. Just trying to think of everything else we still have to do. I think there's a couple pieces of art we're still missing. There's some collectibles we're missing. Fortune telling, which I'm not going to do, because screw that. I think there's a couple dogs we still have to collect. There's that one dog that requires like a ridiculously high stat, but other than that, I think we've kind of done most of the major stuff. Other than that, it's just building up friendships and stuff. Still, you know, we made some great progress here tonight. We are back with Live Alive. And I think that'll be hopefully going to finish it today, I think. I've got 2 main goals today, at least maybe 3. Ideally, we're going to finish the game, but first we need to get our cowboy friend. We found him twice in the world. Before he joins us, we have to get him 9 times. Now, to be fair, when I say we're going to add him to our party and we're going to get him, by that I mean we're going to unlock him and then proceed to not ever use him, because why would we? We've got a perfectly good team. I want to finish the game, and maybe as one extra thing, maybe do our party members' dungeons, although we don't really have much of a point to do it. I've got a guide up just to find the dungeons, because some of them are a little bit tricky, but really right now, all we need to do is just spam cola, because cola's ridiculous. And this is why we don't really need to do the dungeons. The dungeons have the best weapons in the game, but, like, when we have an item that just takes care of everything, do we really need it? I'm not so sure. A better weapon for our robot pal, or rather a weapon period for him, would be pretty good, though, just because he does have that, like, reflex counter. But, yeah, if I recall, our cowboy friend then goes sort of in the vague direction of the castle, so that's where we're going next. Yeah, we're gonna run away from that little red tick thing because we can't damage it. I mean, we're building up our run counter, and if we run 95 times, we get a warning from the a secret super boss, so that's good. We're making progress towards that, whether I want to fight it or not. But really, we've got our endgame strategy. We've got the super rare drop from the prehistoric chapter that just breaks the game. I'm good with that, really. Otherwise, it's just a matter of, you know, take care of everything. And I think I said this before, but I mean, this thing does pretty much guaranteed 1,000 damage. Not much in the game has more health than that. Very few bosses have more health than that. I think the King Mammoth has more. There's our cowboy friend. Come on, join us. Or rather, don't. But, you know, at least become unlocked. Okay, now... he goes this way, so let's check the village. Because I think... I remember him going to the village somewhere. There he is. Oi, join us. He runs a lot. At least he's being consistent with how I played his chapter, at least. Alright. I'm thinking he's probably in the castle now. That's kind of my logic I'm working with. He was kind of going off in this direction, so he either ran out of the village, or he ran into the castle. Those are really his only options, at least in the immediate facility. The immediate vicinity, that's the word. I do like that reflex that Cube has. I'm inclined, because I know that basically everything Cube does is based around intelligence. I'd be inclined to equip our ninja guys medicine box and maid obi, which are, or maybe it's just the medicine box, and basic rock. Those two would give him a pretty big boost. The problem is, we lose all these extra attacks, not that we're really using them. So maybe not, but I think our cowboy pal went to the castle somewhere. So I guess we'll just take a look and hopefully we'll find him somewhere. I ain't here. Already got the thing here. Oh, but this fight seems to be locked to that door, because I remember this fight before. Not that it's going to be too much of a threat, because, you know, what with us doing a lot of damage, I'm not terribly worried about how this is going to go. Hopefully we'll just get more experience at this point, because that's really all we need. Just more experience, and need is a strong word, but, you know, we can always use more experience. Level 16. And I got the Bronze Leaf, which is his ultimate move, and Tomba is ridiculously high level. Because I was not letting that King Mammoth live. Damn it. I recognize this person. Mostly because we just fought him. Or her, or whatever. That's a new attack, though. I kind of wonder if that's healing ability that our robot friend has. Like, the passive counter heal is affected by intelligence. If that's the case, it'd be a no-brainer to give it to him. If we ran into robot enemies that give... I'll take an extra level, sure. If we ran into robot types, we could get upgrade parts for them, similarly to how we upgraded our dear turtle robot in the worst chapter of the game. But so far, you know, it's just a matter of finding the cowboy, really, and we're good to go. So we have the ultimate weapon of the game. Some vintage cola held in the prehistoric ages by a mammoth for reasons that are never explained. Okay, well, we know the cowboy went in this direction, so I think it's safe to say he's in the castle somewhere. Drink some more delicious cola! This is not sponsored by Coke, but if they wanted to, I wouldn't say no. Well, I've recently kind of stopped drinking Coke. I used to drink Coke a lot. Now I'm just sort of using a soda stream more than anything. Mostly just because it's a lot less calories. And I'm working out more, so I'm trying to watch what I eat. But, you know, Coke is good. I like vanilla Coke, but they stopped selling it here. They only sold it here for like a year, and then stopped. Although apparently you can still get it in like the States, which makes me sad, because I like it a lot. It was the the best pop, the best brand name pop anyway. There's some like store brand pops that are pretty good. Safeway Select had a really good fruit punch back in the day. This was like forever ago. They also had a really nice carbonated lemonade. Also Dinosaur. I don't know if anyone remembers Dinosaur, but that was like a frozen, like, sour punch that was, like, unbelievably good. Had dinosaurs on it, and it was, like nuclear waste green. Is the best way to describe that color. Like, Tomba's hair wishes it was that green. But it was so good. Also obscure things I had when I was a kid. We used to have chicken noodle soup, but the noodles were shaped like alligators, and those were awesome. But alas, they stopped making those. Ah! Found you! Join us, damn it. Okay, we have no idea where he is now, but I think it's safe to say he's probably heading his way towards the castle still, so... Because we've been sort of leading him in this general direction. So I would say here is probably where we're gonna find him. Is further into the castle. Now I want to point out, we have to find him 9 times to make him join our party. If we actually tell him not to join our party, or like we decide we want someone else on top of him, and then decide later to add him back to our party, he hops to a random place out of those 9 locations to be recruited again. He is the only character to do that. And it's obnoxious. So, if you actually plan on using the cowboy, just select him as your main character just to save you the hassle, because he really is the biggest pain. but I don't plan on using the cowboy, like, at all. I mean, I know I kind of grow up in, like, Cowboy Town area of Canada, but not really into cowboys so much. My town even has, like, a cowboy festival every year. Which, fun story, my grandpa, back when he was still around, he attended it because he was a farmer. And at one point he was approached by a bunch of people who were apparently in the movie biz, and they were asking him to, like, co-star in a Clint Eastwood Western at one point. My grandpa's not an actor, he was just a farmer, but, you know, apparently he looked cowboy enough because he kind of was one. That's pretty cool, I think. And that's your random nonsense fact for the day. That happened to my family. Alright, so let's see. Where else could he be? He walked back this way. I'm guessing he's probably... If I had to guess, he's probably out on the balcony. It's really awkward to try and actually hit anything that you want to hit with this thing. Like, you'll do a lot of damage, and you'll be sure to hit it, but... You know. Actually aiming it with that, like, wide swath of areas you can hit is a little weird. Okay, I think he's on the balcony. Nope. Well, maybe we pushed him towards the village again? Drink your delicious cola. And then die. You mammoths brought this upon yourself. If your king hadn't held onto this cola ball, I would not be fighting you with it. But he did. And now you're regretting his life choices. Is he around here? Nope. Doesn't seem to be around here. I'm following you because you keep running away and I want you in my party. And by that I mean no, I don't. Yes, you can help me. We're all lost. Okay, well, that should do it. I think all you have to do is actually, like, unlock the characters. You don't actually have to have them in your party at one point. So we should be good now. And if we get, like, the less good ending, I guess we'll know. But either way, we've done that. I guess at this point we can just head towards the final boss. We could do some dungeons, I guess. Gotta try to remember where all the dungeons are. I think I do have a guide open to help figure out where stuff is. Okay. So I guess we'll try and do the dungeons because we're already only like 10 minutes in. I think what I'm gonna do is, because our robot is sort of equipped with intelligence and we are basically just spamming the cola bottle anyway, I'm gonna equip all the intelligence boosters for him. So that's vitality, we don't need that. Medicine box. Basic rock. Unicorn horn. Okay. Let's try throwing some stuff on. Need the cola bottle, obviously. Medicine box. Let's see, 85. 95. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Well, what can we throw back on my character to make him slightly better equipped? Vitality up. That could be useful, but no. Coral ring, I think that gives us some stat affliction stuff. As does the magic pendant, I think. Yeah, okay. So if his passive, like, counters are based around his intelligence, that should pretty much send him through the roof. Because I don't think you can have, like, a bonus of over 100. And since we have a robot who's based around intelligence, we should be able to go into this dungeon. Strength is unnecessary. Oh, but I'm good at that. Okay. So if we ever need to talk to the chair, we can do that, I guess. Okay, controls are kind of swapping up. Interesting. Okay. So, that first row of chest tiles, it swapped your left and right. That second one put your left and right proper, but it swapped your up and down. Which is weird, because the moment you hop off, you have to, like, kind of immediately swap over. Okay, so this is me pressing up. I'm going to the right. Left is up. Down is... Okay, so it actually just rotates everything 90 degrees. Okay, I can work with that. This is an empty room, though. This is annoying. Okay, this is me going right. So now it's swapped the other way, 90 degrees. Oh god, this is a really awkward. We're good, we're good, we're good. Chamber of Mirrors. Follow your image in the mirrors, and a white sphere will show you the way. Okay. Okay, so basically, we have to follow the directions in that mirror. Right, right, down, down, down. Problem is, I can't see the mirror now. Left, up. I said left, left, down, it seemed. Okay. I can make that work. So we're going to ultimately need to be exactly at the exit, I guess. Not ideal, but... So did that work? Let's find out. Okay, room of mirrors. Let's try this again. Okay, you know what, though? It is a mirror, right? So, like, if it's down, maybe it means up? Okay, there we go. Okay, we're making progress. One will lead you where you need to go, the other will not. Okay. Well, let's follow the one on the left. Alright, there we go. Easy enough. Trust not these mirrors. Okay, so do everything that's the exact opposite. So one slice to go back, one slice to go forward, one slice to go left. So we go right. Right. Left and right are... So we want to go forward. Forward, back, and right are messed up. So go left, forward, forward, right, 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 forward. Okay. That was a little awkward, but we did it. Pressing ahead is not the only answer. Sometimes to move forward, you have to turn back. Okay, now the question is... Because I get what that means. It means that where we're going... In order to advance, we need to progress through a door we passed through. Now the question is the room that we're standing in currently part of the puzzle, or is it like starting in the next room? Or is it like that ninja thing? Okay, so go back. Go back. Go forward. Go forward. There we go. Corridor of Time. At its terminus you shall ascend. This is the final test. Okay, so the spheres will guide. In time you shall find understanding. Now what does that mean? Am I supposed to sit here and... It's a teleporting maze, is it? Okay. Okay, well, that led us there. Okay, so this led us as progress. I don't really understand what they mean as time. I'm just sort of going counterclockwise. Sort of like a clock face. So that was lower left, we go upper right, and that leads us here. Lower left seems to advance, try upper right. That takes us here. Lower right takes us here. Upper left takes us here. We don't want to be there. Okay. I'm sure there's, like, actual logic to this, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so that one is definitely not upper left. This is going to be one of those things where you actually just have to sit and park your character for, like, 2 minutes, like in an Earthbound, isn't it? Okay, let's try upper right. That takes us here. Lower right. Lower right. That takes us here. Actually, they seem to be entirely deterministic. Like, they sit exactly where they should be. Like, the lower right one will always take you to this corridor. Upper right will always take you here. Upper left will always take you where you are stuck and you can't really go anywhere. Doesn't seem to be an invisible wall here. Okay, well, I'm going to try clockwise again and just see if the starting point matters more. There it is. Okay. Well, the thing that tipped me off about that maybe was that, like, the final one only has one solution, whereas the others have not. So it's just a matter of logic, I guess. Got a diode. That sounds like a thing our robot pal can equip. Also, this is where our cowboy went, I guess, if we ever need him again. Well, you can surpass 100 bonus points in your stats, because our robot's got fair bits for countering, I guess. Alright, let's see. Extra dungeons. Alright. So we gotta go to the town for our ninja. I'm only gonna do the ones for our actual characters. And I believe we've already done Tomba, so... I'm curious if we have the ability to actually take this guy out yet. Nope. That's pretty bad. Okay. Time to run. Worst case scenario, we run into the 100 flea boss. Okay, so we still have to do our Kung Fu chapter dungeon and our ninja chapter. And the other dungeons, those will be a surprise for when you play the game, if you play the game, because it's a good game. A little frustrating at times, and one of the chapters is just awful, but still a fun game. Alright, so how do I get off this mountain exactly? There. Drink your cola. And then die. Alright. How do I get off this mountain? I wonder. Let's test something. I'm sure I can destroy these green guys. Okay, I can't destroy the green guys. That's not ideal. Oh god, that's horrible. Yep, we're definitely not fighting these guys. That's the plan. Just avoid all those things ever. It's a good plan. It'll keep us alive. We're gonna run to that boss sooner than later. At this rate. Path on this mountain could be a lot clearer. Like, the side paths could be more than 1 square wide, just to make it a little bit easier to understand where you have to go. Alright. These guys I can fight. Come on, counter. Let's see what you can do. I think it might have healed a little bit more. Certainly. Also, I like that our ninja knows what a 17-volt diode looks like, but he can't identify what a battery is. And just recognizes it as an iron box. Running now! Screw that fight. This is going to be very quickly like the only fights we run into are just those unkillable robot tick things. Now the thing that I remember about the ninja dungeon is you need drops to advance, because like he needs keys to go through gates. And the problem with that is we need to get those drops from the enemies, and like even if we can get the enemies, I don't think we're actually guaranteed the drops, which is kind of a problem. It's honestly why I don't really want to do the dungeons so much. It's just some of this is a little bit frustrating. Not a ton, mind you, but, you know, a little bit frustrating. And, I mean, I don't think we need help killing things at this point. Because I planned this out a little bit better. Got the crazy mammoth boss drop. I don't think that intelligence boost actually did much for our robot. At least for his counters. That's a bit unfortunate. Still, we move forward. I guess just pick a house, because I think they all lead us to the dungeon. It's locked. I don't have a thing for it. I think we just have to wait for a fight. Well, that's creepy looking. But it's just as allergic to cola. So I guess we'll run around, see if we can get some drops. If we can't, we'll get on with our lives and just finish this, because there's not really a need to do this. Yeah, I think those shadows are what drop the keys we need, but they're, like, not guaranteed, which is dumb. And bear in mind, you know, that, yeah, see, that's what we needed. And I'm betting it's one use. But, like, bear in mind, we could easily run into this situation where we need these keys to advance, but we don't have, like, the OP cola bottle. We actually have to go through a proper fight with these things, you know? That would kind of suck a lot. I don't have a key for this. Up this way. Oh, I don't want to deal with any of this right now. Or possibly ever. Go away, Titan bread. You don't even look like bread, you look like slime. You don't even look like a Titan. What a ripoff. Alright, well, that's not a thing. Come on. And we're not even fighting the... Now, see, if the fights that guaranteed the drops, and by that, assuming that fights did guarantee drops, if those fights were like the only fights in the pool, so that was all you had to deal with, I mean, this would be better. But, I don't know, I just don't like that this is reliant on a random encounter giving us a random drop, and basically just ultimately brute forcing your way through here using these drops. Because I'm assuming that not all these doors lead us in the right direction. I could be going in the complete opposite direction, wasting keys. You know, I don't think this is particularly good stage design. And I'm already about ready to just get out of here. I'll give it one more encounter. If we don't get a key, I'm done with Ninja Dungeon, because Ninja Dungeon sucks. Alright. Better drop a key. That's all I'm saying, because I'm impatient. Alright. You win, game. Let's see what's in door number 1. Or, like, if they made the key not one use, that would also be vaguely acceptable, although I don't think it would be terribly clear. That looks like an important chest. Oh, God. Yeah, those things are unkillable, right? So I'm going to run from that. I sure as hell am not fighting that. If I can't fight one of those things, why am I going to fight a whole herd of them? Unless killing the main guy would, like, make them all break down. If that were the case, that's a little different. But, you know, I don't think that's the case. Because I'm not seeing them connected to this enemy. Alright, Kage. Drop a Kage. There it is. Alright, onwards! And that's the thing, all these dungeons contain the best weapons for all of the characters. Okay, well we got a key. I'm not sure what that one's used for, but it's a special key. Hold on a sec. Oh, I can't go that way. It looks like there's a path there, just ever so slightly to the right. Alright, screw it. Let's see if we can take out this entire party by going for the boss. If not, we're running. That actually worked. Alright, works for me. That said, running would also be viable just by the virtue of the fact that running would give us exactly what we need to get that extra boss. I think running 100 times to get the boss is a little absurd. Like, alright, we finally got a level up for her. Got a rusty key. I like the idea of having like a secret boss not everyone's gonna find. I don't really have a problem with that. Can I use the Suzaku key? No, it does not. Okay. Guess we're going back to the rusty ones. But while I like a hidden boss, I think that, you know, they shouldn't be absurdly dumb to get. Running 100 times is a little excessive. Like, 50 times I could see. I wouldn't like it, but I could see it. 100 times is just dumb. You know, Final Fantasy VI, made by the same company, that had a secret boss that would show up on one random tile of the map. I kind of like that, because you just randomly, just walk into him sometimes. And he was a tough fight. But, you know, that was at least better. And because you were using an airship that could you had an airship that could move unrestricted in the overworld, you know, it meant that you were more likely to just randomly bump into him as time went on. You know, whereas this is at the end of the game, when your characters are about as well kitted out as they're ever going to be, and you're saying that you've got a special boss for running 100 times. That seems antithetical to where we are in the game at this point. You know, if you had it early on in the game, which, given the structure of the game, there's no real early on versus late, because every chapter is effectively early on. But, like, if you had it early on, and you had, like, these absurdly tough enemies, like, in this one room, and it was just, like, the room where you were definitely going to end up having to run. That could be, like, an area where you'd more or less run into this boss, you know? But the way they have it set up now, it doesn't make a ton of sense, and the requirements for it are just kind of awkward and excessive. Like, I could just run from all these fights because they're not the people with the keys, but at the same time, why would I? I can handle these fights. These are easy. Aside from the stupid tick robots that I can't kill. More mammoths. Drinking some cola. Alright, we got 2 keys. We got a Byaku and a Suzaku, which tells me there's probably also going to be a Genbu and a Siryu, knowing what I do, which is combination Japanese and Chinese lore, because there's a little bit of carryover there. We're looking for those 4 keys, which will probably correspond to, like, 4 other doors or something later on in this dungeon. But we need to get to the rusty keys first, which means we need random drops, which is not the most fun way to do a super dungeon. So we're basically just sitting here grinding at this point. Grinding fights that don't really have any purpose because we don't need the experience. Give me a key, please. And all this could, to a degree, be alleviated by making the ninjas with the keys, you know, the only fights in the areas, and the keys either one use or just guaranteed drops. But the fact that they're not, the fact that they're one use, and the fact that they're tied to random drops on a random encounter is bad. Well, that sucked. I could have saved myself a key. I wonder if I can use one of the other keys for this, or is this one of the rusty key things? Nope. Guess we're waiting on a rusty key. On the upswing, we've got 2 of the 4 that we're looking for. So that's a step in the right direction. Alright, rusty key. Unlock the door and lead me to amazing things. Please. Alright, well, we're making progress. Well, this is new. Haven't run into these guys yet. Not that they're much of a threat, but we have not run into these guys yet. And, you know, zombie samurai, I guess. It's a different type. Well, you know, the secret boss, one of the secret bosses in the ninja chapter was basically a zombie samurai, too. Okay, so we need a key for that. I'm just going to run from this just because I don't want to deal with these little green tick things that I think are called pistachios. I don't want to deal with them, and we need to get our run counter up if we actually want to make progress towards the secret boss. So I might as well sit here and try and get more keys. I'm going to run from these guys too, because at this point, might as well. Run from all the fights that aren't necessary. I'm guessing that way is out the door. We don't want to go that way. Alright. Let's see what this door has in store. I'd like to go to one of the doors, like, backwards, but just because it feels like we're going a little bit more into, like, the inner sanctum, so to speak. Ooh, parasite sword. That sounds useful. My current sword is probably significantly better. Can't even equip it. Okay, I think I understand the layout of this place. It's awkward as hell, but I think I get it. You're not the ninjas with the keys. I don't need these. Thank you. Okay, so I want to go this way. Drink some magical ninja cola. There's our key. Okay. I want to skip that door because I think that's just going to lead us out to the village. So let's try going back sort of more inward. Okay, I feel like this is getting more to where we need to be. The other enemy's named Mustard Dragon. That's interesting. Alright, there's the Byakko key, which means we're missing one. Which I believe is the Siryu key. Which I believe would be the Blue Dragon. Okay. Cola bottle. Give me more keys. Okay. Try going down this way. This looks like a fancier door. Let's try one of our special keys. I don't think this is a rusty key kind of situation. Nope. Alright. Genbu. There it is. Just gonna keep running so we can get that run counter up. Because at this point, experience is very meaningless. I'm not sure if we're gonna run into one of those keys that we, like the important keys around here though. Once we pass that threshold of the first one, I don't see there being more. Which means we're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. Byakko key. Alright. Let's deposit the Genbu key. Oh, we keep those. For some reason, in spite of the fact that those are basically one-use keys. You know, the rusted keys that, like, multiple doors use, those are one-use. The keys that only have one doors that, you know, correspond to them, nope, we're gonna keep holding on to those. Because that's a very odd design choice right there. Unless, you know, those doors automatically lock and I have to re-unlock them, in which case that's a waste of time. Okay. So, we're missing one key. That's fine. That's okay, we don't have to re-unlock that. That's good. Just gotta try to remember what the layout of this place is, because it's kind of awkwardly big and there's like redundancies in some areas. Okay, we've already been there. That's where one of the keys was. Nothing to the left as far as I remember. Let's go down this way. Don't know how many more keys I'm gonna need, but better to have too many than too few, so I'll keep fighting these guys. No drop, though. Might as well have run away from that fight, as much as that was a benefit to me. Alright, let's try this door. This looks like a door that might have something useful behind it. Rusty key. Alright. Okay. Well, we found something new. Gonna run from these. Fortunately, we have another key. So hopefully the key we need is behind this door in that chest. There it is. Alright, we're good. Now, tell me that doesn't look like there's like a path one square to the left that's like in between the water and that wall. I feel like there's like a secret path there just because of the way the tiles are laid out. Gonna keep running from all the fights because I don't need to actually fight any of them. Alright. Definitely don't want to fight anything with those little robot ticks in it. That takes 0 damage from everything. Forget that noise. Like, the reason why I don't want to do the other dungeons, other than, like, the characters I actually intend to use, is mostly because I'm pretty sure you're actually, like, need to use those characters to get through those dungeons, and I don't want to swap up my party, especially, like, to have to deal with the cowboy and his nonsense, you know? That said, it doesn't necessarily feel consistent. Like, the Psychic Kid, you needed his psychic abilities to move on. And you couldn't even enter the robot dungeon without the robot. But this ninja dungeon doesn't actually seem to require the ninjas so much as it just requires keys from drops. Like, maybe there's an invisible, like, requirement that you need the ninja to actually, like, be able to start, but it's not, like, requiring our actual ninja abilities. In fact, I can't even use our cloak anymore. That's interesting. Although, to be fair, there's no more, like, enemies to run into, so everything's randomized in this final chapter. Got the Murazame. Which is going to be the best sword we can get. So alas, the Yoshiyuki is no more. Instead, we equip the Murazame, which is a huge speed boost, decent power boost, good attack boost. Worth it. Alright, so there's one more dungeon we need to go through. And I want to say that the dungeon for the Inheritor is also in the mountains, so this is going to be kind of obnoxious to have to go back to the mountains. After that, it's just an assault straight on the boss, I guess. So we've kind of done everything else short of doing all the extra dungeons we don't really need to, and I've already done one of them. Now, the problem is, I have to remember the way we came to leave. Which is not ideal. Because that means I have to remember stuff, which I'm not so good with. But, I think we're going this way. And I'm just going to keep running. And hopefully we'll get a special taunt from the boss. We'll just say, oh, you're a coward, run away 5 more times and I'll fight you. So that's what we want. We want to fight the extra boss, I guess. I'm not going to go out of my way to rack up extra encounters or anything beyond what I've already done, but it's not really a lot of reason for us to fight anything at this point, so I'm not against just running from everything. Alright. Since it's been a while, I should probably save. Alright. So, back to the mountains, and hopefully we'll find our Inheritors area. Going around this way. And the only reason why I think it'd be in the mountains is because I'm pretty sure the Inheritor has to, like, break a giant boulder with their boulder breaking abilities. So let's start looking for big rocks that look breakable, I guess. Yeah, it's not really a scary fight. It's kind of adorable that this guy just sends a bunch of dogs at you. Let's see, something that looks like a big rock. I think we've already checked the right side of the screen area, so let's stick to the left a little bit. I think it's in the mountains anyway. Oh, hey, this guy showed up again. I'm guessing they must have been part of the standard enemy encounter pool. And we just passed a certain threshold of stats, because the enemies you run into are more or less dictated by your team level. I think that leads to the next screen, and I feel like we haven't really searched this screen terribly well. That looks like a big rock. Gonna run from you. Now, I don't remember the dungeon here, but let's let Lee do her thing. Bonk. Well done, Lee. Alright. Let's save just so we don't have to watch that again. Time save. I'm not really all that worried about, like, dying, though. Now, I don't think we have to worry too much about puzzles. Because I feel like this is basically just brute force the dungeon. Let's see. Maybe you picked the wrong ability. Let's go down the list and try something like super powerful. Nope. Okay. What can we try next? This is a bit random. I really hope this isn't required, like, an ability we don't have, and we might be soft-locked. That might be a problem. Okay, so I think we did that set. So we're squirrel kick. There we go. That's different. I'm really hoping I don't have to find a new ability for every single one of these doors, because I really don't want to do that. Okay, this is weird. I can't run. But they're not really a threat, so we're good. Goddess Gauntlet. That sounds like armor. Can I equip that? I can, and that gives me... Ooh, actually, can Robo equip that? I can, but it doesn't do him any good. Alright, well, I guess I will... but I lose a little bit of power, but then... Yeah, alright. Just because I know a lot of his attacks are based around intelligence. Not sure where to go. This looks breakable. Oh god, we have to pick... Oh, this is not good. This is bad. Basically, we have to go through every single one of these abilities to pick out one, don't we? Oh, this is annoying. Okay. Well, let's start from the bottom. Like... you would think that they wouldn't require one that's, like, requires you to be at your max level, because you might not necessarily be at that point yet. So I could see that not being the case. Let's try Squirrel Kick. But we have, like, such a big list of things, and this will shock you, but none of them seem to say big-ass rock-breaking fist. You know? If one of them was named that, I could kind of figure out what we need to do here. But we just have to pick one at kind of random. That's not good. I can see why I don't remember this dungeon so well. I think I, like, trauma blocked it from my memory. Oh god. Are you going to be a harder fight now? I'm not so sure you are. Also, you look like Karnov. Like Diet Karnov. And you're dead. Clack case? Is that a... I don't know what that is. Well, maybe we can equip it to good old Lee. That would increase her defense, but it would drop her... yeah, we'll give that to her. Let's see. Anything that would increase her stats better than that Parasite Sword? Because that Parasite Sword is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Also, that's ridiculously good. I know a lot of her abilities are based on her speed, though. So yeah, the Bloody Magic Rub might be better. Alright, well, I don't know what that clack case does. I guess we're going to move on with our lives. Oh good, I don't have to break those. That's a plus. I hate this dungeon. I'm not going to say this is the worst chapter ever, because the near future chapter exists, but the dungeons in this chapter kind of suck. Well, now I need to know what an Alice Biscuit does. Healing. Okay. Easy enough. Also, clack case. Equipped on body. Alright, there we go. Vitality increase. Not worth it, though. It's blocked from the other side. Probably by a rock that we can't handle from this side because flagging. There's a lot of loot in this dungeon. It'd be less frustrating if there weren't stupid rocks and this guy everywhere, though. I'm hoping he doesn't respawn on, like, screens that you've killed him and left. Because having to, like, redo it would just be the worst thing ever. I'm guessing that's a hat of some kind. Might as well take a look while we're here. No, it doesn't seem to be a hat. Maria's Veil. Equipped on body. Increases defense and IQ. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Cannot increase his intelligence more, though. Alas. So it's not really useful for us. I just want the super weapon. Ugh. It's gonna turn out that this is like the reincarnation of that lady you have to kill like 100 times during the ninja chapter if you fight her. Hey, we got a new ability. Nice. Locked. Ugh. It would help if I could at least see the rocks on the other side, so I could... That looks like a rock I can break. Now, unfortunately, that looks like it corresponds to an area I've already been to, but... Alright. Who wants to bet it's not this? Nope. Nope. Just gotta go through this giant-ass list of abilities, hoping one works. Like, I get that you don't want to make it your character's, like, final ability, because there's no guarantee that a player would have that ability at this point. But at the same time, I feel like you should just make it one consistent thing across all the rocks. I guess the problem would be deciding what that one consistent ability would be, but... Those look like Nunchaku. Yes. I'm angry and you're dumb, and this dungeon is bad. And it appears we have extra music that I don't think was playing last time, although my audio is very, very low, so I'm not sure. Alright, we're equipped. Or we'll be in about 1 second. That is a huge stat boost. I'll take that, thank you. And we're definitely going to save. So the only dungeons we haven't done are the boulders, Django's, and that's actually it. but I also don't want to do them at this point. So those will be mystery ones for, you know, your playthrough, maybe. I guess. Go through door. Alright, on the upswing, the guy hasn't respawned. So that's good. But we did, like, kill him in a climactic fight, so maybe that's why. It's gonna be blocked on the other side. Crap. Guess this is the way we came. I can only assume. Left. Nope. Got some dynamite. This is very anachronistic for, like, the Middle Ages. I'm seeing that there is another rock we could break. In fact, several. I don't care. I got the nunchaku. That's good enough. Leaving now. Gotta go fight a boss. And maybe another boss if one actually wants to fight me. And I'm giving it a chance. I'm running from literally every encounter at this point. I do appreciate how much is, like, secret and extra in this game, though. Like, there's a crap ton of, like, optional content in this game. I don't appreciate that. But I think we've done everything to get, like, the actual endings. Like, if you don't get everyone in your party, you get, like, a super short ending, but I think we've effectively got them in our party. We just don't immediately have them on our team because we can only hold 4 people. So I think we're good. We just have to, you know, go and confront the final boss now. Although, to be fair, that requires us to, like, go through the dungeon, but we've already done that. And fights are not particularly scary at this point. Or if they are, I've yet to encounter one that is. Oh, we should probably collect the loot here, though, all the same. That's from the future. I remember that ship. I'm literally running from every fight now. So, Super Boss better show up. Sure as hell not fighting that guy. Got an Alice biscuit. Gotta collect all the loots. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't see that enemy. Demon Cloud? That's like a damaging item, isn't it? Yeah, it's a damaging item. I really was hoping that was some kind of, like, super piece of equipment or something. Gonna keep running from all the fights, although I think my run count's probably in, like, the 30s at this point, and not the 90s. And I'm genuinely not gonna sit here and grind runs just to fight an extra fight. Ain't got time for that. Run from the adorable little tumblebug, which turns out to be the strongest enemy in the game. Fujin Scroll. Fujin, of course, being the god of wind. Into the demon's lair. Although we could go the other way and go to Space Ace. That's a joke I stole from Samurai Jack. But we are making progress in getting that run count up there, which is, I guess, what we want. There's nothing here. It's kind of weird just seeing, like, a giant airship, like, underground. Like, what is this, Descent all of a sudden? I have not played Descent in forever. I should really do that again at some point. Descent was interesting. Although I don't think, like, the first thing that comes to mind when I think spaceships is flying underground. Like, spaceships usually involve space or the sky, you know? Gonna run from these giant airships that aren't in the air, because why would they be? That just makes sense. Now, the problem with these demon clouds is they're one-use attack items, and we already have an attack item that is infinite use and is the most damaging thing in the game. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that anyone would have fought the King Mammoth or gotten, like, the drop from him, because it's not a guaranteed drop, which is obnoxious given how hard a fight he is, but, you know, it just seems kind of useless at this point. There's better things you could drop, but at this point, you know, they're also giving you, like, the best equipment, so what else can they give you? Other than, like, healing items and just single-use attack items. It feels like, in a sense, they're trying to, like, justify having all this loot. And it's better loot than it would have been originally, certainly, and you don't need that loot. Gold top knots. There was a guy who needed that, wasn't there? I don't care enough to go back. He was in the robots dungeon. That's a huge IQ bonus. Can't give it to my robot, though. The thing is, I'm pretty sure the Nightmare Helmet gives you, like, a certain, like, resistance to status affliction, so I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. But upgrades to that intelligence are very, very tempting. Run away. Nothing in here. Except more airships that can't fit in this enclosed space. They are literally bigger than the Rube. Alright. I wonder if we are going to fight the super secret boss. It'd be fun if we did, but... I genuinely don't think we're at, like, even 50 runs yet. And we need, like, 100. And there's only a few more rooms in the game, you know? There's not much more to go. Also, we should probably save knowing that. Just in case something goes horribly wrong. Alright, where do I need to go now? It's been a little while since I had to go this way as Dio. On the bright side, the game is trying its damnedest to make sure we get that extra fight. Golden robes. Those sound like they'd replace the bloody magic robe. Let's find out. No, but that does increase something that will probably not remotely. Yeah, I think you can only boost it so much, and then it just stops having an effect. So I'm guessing that his intelligence is just too high at this point. Our robot's just too damn smart. Those hyper-intelligent robots. That know how to make coffee. Coffee-making robots. They will be the savior of mankind, truly. Hey look, it's these things again. Yep, these are all the people we fought. Well, they would be, if we had everyone here to talk about. Where's the creepy robot face? Beep. So our robot doesn't actually talk. Alright, cool. Getting close. very long tunnel. Should probably save here. But yes, our intrepid heroes realize that our greatest foes are in fact the same person all along. Can't leave because it's too scary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The King of Demons, Odio. And then they label you as demons. No, that's your problem. But to be fair, you got the raw deal there. There, Dio. Why do we fight? And then the dialogue will actually change depending on who your main character is. Alright, let's fight. This thing. Which is freaky as hell looking. Alright, well, we've got one surefire strategy, so let's use it. I mean, presumably this fight would actually be harder than how we're actually doing it, but at the same time, we have this strategy, and it works pretty well, I think. Well, to be fair, you know, we are taking a little bit of damage. Took 2 whole cola bottles to take out that mouth. Oh, to be fair, if we were, like, actually, like, not using cola bottles, we'd still be doing a fair bit of damage. I think. But the short version is the cola bottle's awesome. So I want to point out we're fighting on a giant pile of bodies. Like, this is really very freaky looking. Very memorable. This game is really quite cool like that. It has just so many really cool secrets. Oh no. Pure Odio. Now I think if this fight runs long, he can like activate a cutscene attack that just instant kills you. But we're probably not going to trigger that. Oh, that's creepy. Also, that's a sound effect they used in Chrono Trigger. For enemies, if I recall. Stop attacking my ninja. Also, stop healing yourself. It's impressive he's not dying instantly from that. But I think we're okay all the same. Healing might be useful. Also, that is an incredibly loud sound. But it does look like we have defeated him. Using the power of cola. Obviously. Cola has once again saved the day. Not gonna finish you. Don't need to kill if you've learned your lesson, Mr. Evil Pants. Huh. Alright, let's go back. I guess we do have to finish him. Unless we can just leave the place. I don't think we're going to succeed at anything, but let's find out. Huh. Alright. Cool. There you guys are. Yeah, you guys are useless. We did dungeons and stuff. You guys didn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Truly, he is everywhere. I mean, there wasn't peace. There was, like, drug gang war there. To that time, I was a horse with opposable thumbs because that makes sense. At the time, I was a kung fu master, and then just a guy who was kind of a jerk at wrestling. Oh, here we go. 7 fights in 1. It was that time all those people were fluid. Time for a big bird to fight a robot. Man, that chapter sucked. This chapter is pretty cool, though. Had a lot of extra stuff in it, too. Not bad, Boulder. Man, this game is really pretty. It had its scenes that just made it super pretty, didn't it? And a few of those techniques I never picked up because I accidentally won the fight a little too early. Whoops. Are we gonna fight a horse again? Strongly disagree. You can defeat a Gatling gun. It's just wildly not in your favor. I do still have the cola bottle, though. I think it might break this fight if we actually have to fight these things proper. It's the power of cola that transcends time. Oh, we can't actually use the cola bottle. Alas, we just have to be a robot this time. Jom bullet! Uh-oh. I like that the cola bottle, like, just sort of effectively removed the actual fights from everything but this. Because we can't. But we still get the Bakuri Dio's theme, which is pretty solid music. Try this super laser. There we go. Whoops, why would I heal myself? I don't need to. There's the power of cola to defeat all my enemies for me. Well, this time at least he doesn't have a teammate. I mean, I don't either, but, you know. Big, creepy, gross frog thing. Drink some cola. And once again, they were vanquished. Using the power of teamwork. And delicious carbonated beverages. Brought to you by mammoths for some reason. To be fair, those fights were more part of a cutscene than actual, like, straight-up fights that were actually threatening. Bleh. This line would actually also be different if we chose not to side with Ryoma at the end of the ninja chapter. Like, there's a lot of, like, tiny differences depending on how you approach stuff. Like, not just the fact that your successor will be completely different, but, you know, how just, like, little decisions you made across each of the playthroughs will change dialogue. Now, most of this dialogue will only happen because we've made the ninja our main character, but still, you know, it's fascinating to see the little choices we made actually like impact how the end actually plays out. And that seems like an important real life lesson right there. Anyone can become the king of demons. As long as hatred still exists in any world at any time. It's the only word he knows. And life returned to the medieval world, it seems. And probably all the weird extra-dimensional dungeons disappeared, of course. So it makes you wonder if all the people that were killed are back now or whatever, because, you know, it was an empty world filled with monsters at this point. So bringing life back to it doesn't really benefit anything at that point. In fact, they expressly showed everyone that was here as a ghost. So unless they were revived or, like, some other people take over, this is literally a dead world now. Aw, this is a little baby. They're gonna have to start a daycare. And now everyone wants coffee. And the Kung Fu lives on. In our hearts. But also in this dojo. And Cowboy Guy just kept being Cowboy Guy, really. Just kept running away. That was kind of his whole thing. Oh, but the evil horse with thumbs is back. It's a nice background. Time to go train some more. There's everyone's favorite Turtlebot. That might now be in like a museum or something. Oh no! Oh hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. We're clearing up and pretty close to finishing actually. I think this is the end actually. But we're going to be back tomorrow with something new. But I certainly appreciate it. Man, this really did take a lot longer than it probably should have to get through this game. Because it's not super long or anything, but it's fun. Has some issues every now and then, like the ninja chapter being a little too fiddly, and the future chapter basically being nothing but a bunch of invisible flags, and the secret dungeons at the end being a little obtuse. But you know, I still say this is probably one of the best RPGs on the Super Famicom we never got in English officially. I know a lot of people like to say it's Terranigma, a lot of people like to say it's Seiken Densetsu 3, although now that's available. But, you know, I still say Live Alive is probably my favorite, despite all of its issues. It's just pretty unique. And, I mean, it's Saga if Saga was good. And a lot more ambitious. So for all its flaws, you know, I think this is a very, very fun game that I think is worth playing. Even today, even though there are some bits that are frustrating, you definitely need a guide for, like, the near future chapter for sure. And if you want to do like the ninja chapter well, you should probably get one too. But otherwise, I just think this is, by and large, one of the coolest RPGs we never got in English. Certainly for the time. I genuinely do not remember that enemy type at all. Yeah, it's definitely one of a kind, I would say. But I think that it's definitely one of the better ones on the Super Nintendo. And I think it's the only Saga-style game I've ever actually enjoyed. Because I've played quite a few Saga games, and I just don't like them. I think they're interesting, but I don't think they're particularly good. This is the exception. But there aren't many games that let you play a whole bunch of people from different time zones, different thematic and gameplay genres, and try and blend it all into a single game. And as weird and sort of incoherent as that should be, it still works pretty well. I mean, they tried to turn this game into a fighting game for a chapter, and it kind of worked. Visuals are really cool, the music's really good. I'm pretty happy with this game. And I guess now that I've got all this footage, I'm gonna have to make a review at some point of this, but, you know, I very much like Live Alive. I think it's a game more people need to play. That said, now that it's done, well, gotta think about what I gotta do next week for Live Alive. Because the fact is, you know, this year I've got 3 new Let's Plays to go through, at least for streams. One of them I gotta start tomorrow. One of them next week for this, and then whenever I finish Opoona. But the question is, which one do I replace this with? I'm thinking I will replace this with what I would say is the single best PS2 game of all time. And that'll let me stretch my modded PS2 up a little bit. Also, it's weird to see things from a side like that, because I think that's the only time we actually get to see sprites like that. It's very interesting. That's also a new shot that we haven't seen. We're getting to see all sorts of crazy new assets just for this ending sequence. That's very cool. Now either that was the sun rising or something just exploded out of that window. This game has a lot of really cool art assets it only ever uses once. It's kind of weird to see like all these really neat visuals that otherwise just aren't in this game. Like, this game is really pretty when it wants to be, but it's just weird that it has so many really cool things that it never uses. I guess it's mostly just to make them feel special and not overused, but at the same time it feels like it's almost not living up to its visual potential at that point. And thus the sun rises, filled with hope for a new day. Thanks to us. And not that one guy, who ended up being the villain. Because random nonsense really just screwed him up over a whole bunch. And his best friend, he also kind of screwed him over a whole bunch. That chapter's so sad. Man, this game is good. And that was Live Alive. They never made a sequel to this. Nope, it's kind of one of a kind. The only sort of sequels this game got, in a very loose sense, would be the Saga series. But as I've said from the very top of this entire playthrough, this is Saga done well, because Saga isn't particularly done well. There's not really another game that does this, and that's what makes it kind of so special. There's not really another game that takes a bunch of different characters from different genres, both gameplay and thematic, and tries to smush them all together. And in a sense, it feels like it shouldn't work, and yet it does really work really well in some regards. Not a perfect game. Like, there's one chapter that I would say is just completely throwaway, but, you know, I think Live Alive is a very special game, and it's definitely been a pleasure to play through this and show people. One of my favorites RPGs on the system, certainly. Certainly my favorite import RPG that no one's ever played. And it was made by Square Enix. It's bizarre they never remade it, but to be fair, they kind of ruined everything they've remade anyway, so it's for the best, I guess. Anyway, I think that will be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will definitely be back tomorrow with a brand new Let's Play where we're going to be playing a kind of interesting, kind of obscure, and definitely confusing PS2 game to collect for. And I should know, I've been collecting the whole series for a very long time. Um, what's up, Internet? We are back with a brand new game we're going to be playing. This is Road Trip. I was going to do this last night, but unfortunately I am kind of to do this. I have to like tweak and like test like 400 different pieces of tech right now. I'm using my newly upgraded PS2 with some upgrades that I'm still trying to figure out. I've got a new recording device that was sent to me that I'm trying to test out, and I've got like 3 other things. And unfortunately, this meant that I had to go into a different version of OBS than the one I was using prior, and I had to like update everything and all my profiles and stuff. So unfortunately, we are kind of just fumbling around, and if nothing works out, I guess we'll see that nothing's working. In fact, I'm trying to swing by my Twitch page to see if something is actually showing up, because I'm not sure this is properly connected. I think it is, but unfortunately I had to swap my password, so now I gotta freaking re-enable all that nonsense. It's gonna be a whole big thing, but we're gonna hope this works and just assume. So hopefully. Anyway, as you can tell by the total lack of branding, this is a Choro Q game, which is one of the most confusing series to collect for outside of Japan. You might notice that this game is known as Road Trip. Well, there is a sequel to this, which was only available in the PAL territories, that is sometimes called Road Trip Adventure Avenue. And when it's not called that, it's called Gadget Racers, which was the first PS2 game available in North America. So it's confusing. Well, obviously, we're going to use the currency of FAF. Also, this game has a plot because it's an adventure game. The president's quitting. We have to, our goal is to basically overthrow the presidency and become leader of the free world by beating him in a race, because he doesn't want to be president anymore, and he wants to hand over the presidency to the best racer, because this game's got a plot. It's a good idea. Except not. Now, to further add to how confused... Oh, God, we got this stupid orange van. Okay, so when you start, because I had to test this, I actually tested out this opening like 8 or 9 times last night. And your starting car, your stats are all identical because you've got the same parts, but you have a different body and color. The orange van is the worst one out of all of them. It's just... First of all, it's an ugly van, and it's an ugly orange. We can fix all this, but we need a new body. But we start with the worst body ever. That's just totally my luck, isn't it? Anyway, we need to get a Super A license to the World Grand Prix in order to challenge the mayor. How do we get it? Well, we need to come in 6th place in all the C rank ones to get a B license, then do that with the B, then do it with the A, etc., etc., etc. Yep. Now, that's not actually really the like focus of the game, because if I hadn't made it clear, this is actually an adventure game. It just happens to take place in a car. Pretty much totally customizable car too. We can go into like all the different buildings. Oh God, the turning in this is awful though. Yes, I need help. Basically, any building you see, you can pretty much go into all of them. You can talk to people. They all give you quests and stuff, and this is important because as you talk to people, let's talk to someone. Basically, people will give you different challenges and quests and stuff, and as you go through those quests and stuff, you will ultimately gain teammates, because you're also building a racing team. You can race alone, but unless you're really, really good and really high class car, it's not that good for you to try. But this guy wants us to know if we find a place where he can open up a car factory. So I think that's a quest. Oh God, this is awkward. Okay, so let's try the racing. I believe you go to the Q's factory. I've only played this game once to test out this PS2 mod system that I've got, but it's just a really chill racing game. Like I played for hours and I never actually bothered doing the races because there's just so much extra stuff. Now, unfortunately, we're using the stock car. We're unupgraded, we're an ugly orange, and we're a van. I don't see too much likelihood in us actually beating this, but let's see what the actual racing is about. We can get new tools and abilities to upgrade our car. While I was just driving around to test this many moons ago when I first tested out my PS2, I found a scramjet engine, which made the races kind of easy. We could try and find it too. I have a vague understanding of where it is. The turning on this car is awful, by the way. It should also be noted that I don't think you can change the control scheme, and the base control scheme is really awkward. Like, braking and reverse are mapped to the O button, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, it's O for reverse, I think square for brake. Okay, I can make that work, but, you know, having that on the shoulder buttons would just make so much more sense to me. But even if we lose this first race, you know, this is just to kind of get a feel for it. I honestly think the racing is such a minimal part of this game. But it's a very fun game, and, you know, I do like the Chorokyu games. I did previously, a few weeks ago, do Chorokyu Park on the Saturn. That was a lot of fun. I reviewed the fourth game in this series a long time ago. That was my intro to this series. It was also the only one in North America that actually uses the series name. It's a pretty long and historied series, because the series has existed, I want to say, since '86 on the MSX. And it's based on a very long-running Japanese toy line of, like, super deformed cars, basically. Yes, we won. Well, we came in second, but that's good enough. Plus, we got some FAF. So we might trade that in and try and get a better body. It was pretty terrible, actually. Alright, we want to drive around town, maybe find a new body, maybe find a paint shop, and then maybe go on an adventure. But yeah, this is not the most precise driving game ever. But it is a big open world racing game, and I appreciate those kind of games, you know? Alright, I need something that has better turning. I will buy that, sure. Wing set, I would like a wing. Stickers, can't buy any stickers. Can't buy any bodies here. I think you have to go to like a specific body shop. Just for the sake of testing it, I'm going to equip the steering, and we will go back into that race and see if we can do a little better, just to see what the difference of even a small bit of upgrades can do. Now, you can see that before I selected it, we could specify which racer we want to do. So when you build up a team, which I believe is like yourself and 3 others, you can individually outfit them all as well, which is very cool. I've not played a ton of this, but I have picked up at least a little bit. So, you know, my knowledge of this game isn't super far along. And that's because this game was one of the CD-based PS2 games with, like, the blue backing. And my original North American PS2 could not play those for some reason. I'm not sure if it was just something with its laser was damaged, or if that was like a quirk of its particular model or something, but I tried a bunch of different like CD-based PlayStation games, and it just could not play any of them. In fact, I initially thought that that meant those games were just flat out broken, but no, it's just my PS2 couldn't play them. So that's why hardware modding your PS2 is useful. Also, since I'm playing on a Japanese PS2, this means that I can play my English games without problem, because my North American one kind of busted. So the turning seems to be a lot better. It still could do with a lot more tweaking and improvement, but, you know, we've got better steering now, and that's a big deal. It's also worth knowing that, like, you know, if you build up, like, a racing team, you'll have less competition because they're your teammates, which is very, very useful. And it's also kind of cool to know that all these bodies to your Chorokyu are actually, like, legitimate cars. Like, they don't tell you what the model of the car is, but they are actual car models that you can go out and, you know, track to real things. As I'm desperately looking to see that I'm actually streaming. Like, this thing says it is, but, you know, I can't actually access playback on my stream because I just changed my password to access this. Now, I think he has just a straight up better engine and transmission system, so he's moving a lot faster than us. He's probably better upgraded than us, although we do seem to have better turning. I don't think we're going to be able to beat him. He does have us on straightaways. As you can see, he's kind of pulling away there. But that upgrade was pretty significant. So that's good. And we made a little bit more money. So, upgrading your car. It's important. We still did terrible, though. Let's drive around town. And we'll see if we can do some missions and random stuff. I'm not sure how much of this game we're actually going to do. Because, like, if we want to do everything of everything, we'll be here forever. Like, there's 100 stamps to collect. There's a bunch of, like, these random coins lying around. I think if you collect all the stamps and the coins, you unlock, like, a ridiculously OP broken thing. Oh, there's a photo booth. There's a bunch of these. Let's take a photo. Hooray! We took a photo. Okay, so we've got a lead on where the next one is, behind Mr. Wolf's house. Which is west to the paint shop, which we need to go to because I hate this color. I don't know, if I was to list all the colors for stuff that I wouldn't want anything painted, orange would be number 2 on that list next to, like, yellow. But yeah, you can just go into basically any house. Not always are they useful, but, you know, it's interesting to just sort of go in and be part of a giant weird car community of sentient vehicles. Alright, now I think they said that the paint shop was to the west, so there it is. Oh, that's the police station. Everything's fine, police officer. I'm just trying to get to the paint shop so I can stop being this ugly orange. Alright. Alright, so let's change our colors. So color 1's our main color. Color 2 is like a sub-color. You can change your wheel colors as well. And of course, I think I gotta give myself my custom color scheme. Which I think, based on how this is structured, we want to go something like... Oh, 2 is... Okay, I see. So 1 is basically you paint the whole thing one color. 2 is that you actually break out into 2 colors. That's what it is. Okay, so for this, we want that. And for this, we're going to drop this down here. Make our subcolor red. And then we kind of have an approximation of my color scheme. Alright, cool. Good enough. It's slightly less ugly now, I think. Normally I like to make my car like dark blue, but white with red is kind of my go-to color scheme, so we'll go with that. Hey, there's coffee. Let's grab some coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I can't actually drink coffee. Or rather, I don't drink coffee. But I need caffeine. Oh no, their crowd died. A part-time hand? Yeah, let's do it. So we're getting ourselves a part-time job. And then all the driving we do, either in race or just passively, will earn us money. But I do believe we actually have to come back here to, you know, receive it. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. Plus your car looks kind of ugly with it, but... Also, I'm seeing 2 more photo booths. It's nice that they're numbered on the outside. I don't think we can actually hop that fence, which would be nice if we could. But yeah, there's a lot of these photo booths. Hooray! We're advertising coffee. The next one's located next door. Why are there 2 next to each other? You developers, you ran out of ideas for these, didn't you? If you're putting 2 right next door to each other. Let's take a photo. That peach looks like a butt. Found near the mouth of the river that runs on the northeastern or northern side of town. Okay. Well, if we want to know where that is, we just have to go and search for it. Cool. Alright. Unfortunately, I also can't turn down the audio for, like, the sound effects, which I would because it's kind of annoying. But if I go to settings... Oh, I can actually change this. Nice. Okay. I'm going to do that then. Gas pedal, you are now... Why can't I change it? Do I have to... Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Gas pedal's R1. Brake pedal can be... I don't know. Horn and lights, I don't care. Reverse can be L1. Horn and lights can be R2. No, that's jet. We want that. Okay. Wing up can be, I don't know, X. Horn and lights can be O. That's fine. That's way better. Yeah, I swear you couldn't do that earlier. Okay, so settings, let's change button settings. Unfortunately, there's no sound settings. We can change radio stations, which is kind of neat, I guess. But that's our background music, so we don't really want to turn that off. We can help it. Yes, I want a new body because I hate this one. So what do we got? What doesn't look awful right now? What looks really, really flashy and racy? I need more money, don't I? Yeah, I think we need 500 more, but let's take a look at the bodies we can make. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling any of these bodies, but we need something that's better than what we currently have. So I think we might invest in Q7. So we might go and do one more race. Because that is the prize, and then we'll be officially out of money. It's a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, this kid's lost. We gotta help him. Okay, Kevin, we'll help you. Where's your house? Oh, okay, we just teleported. Well, that was a little rude, but okay. Yay! We took Kevin home, and that's stamp number 4. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Those are like all the side quests and stuff. Sometimes you get slightly more rewards. But right now, we are not. Also, there's a like actual like date and time system, as you can see right below our tachometer. And that's actually going to be a big deal because some events only take place at certain times. I remember that. So let's try this again. And try and beat Peach Raceway 2. Oh, it feels so much better having that on a shoulder button. Everyone buy coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I'm getting paid to shill coffee with my car, but... And the neat thing is that it's not the only one. You can get it like right at the start just to make extra money, which is cool, but there's actually like a bunch of them. I think there's like 3 or 4. And this just... The world in this game is absolutely absurdly big. Which is really cool. I think it's a really neat sort of like adventure game. It's got some RPG elements. It's got lots of quests and stuff. It's not just a racing game, but it is that. But it's also just a good, proper adventure that just happens to take place in a car. And, you know, my favorite arcade game of all time, my favorite racing game of all time is still Outrun. Because of that. Like, it was a giant open world racing game of sorts, and this is ultimately just the natural evolution of that. And, you know, I really like that. That's cool. I would say if I had any issues with this game, really, like, proper issues, I would say that the open world does have a little bit of, like, Wind Waker and Red Dead Redemption syndrome, where it's huge, but I'm not sure it can necessarily justify that size. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do in it, but it's just, it feels so much bigger than, like, it should be. For how much there is in it. Also, we might actually come in first. Holy crap, we might actually come in first. Rock and roll. There we go. We came in first. With our ugly coffee car. It's the power of coffee that helped is what it is. It's all that caffeine our car's now running on. And chilling for. But we came in first. And we got 800 FAF. That was great. I'm not sure I had the right parts, but let's go get ourselves a new body. Now the problem is, because we swapped bodies, if we want to keep our color scheme, we have to then repaint the new body, which sucks. It's a little fiddly like that. Where's the body shop? There it is. Because I just desperately want to not be this fan. The sad thing is, like I said, I tested this a bunch of times last night, and you can get some really decent looking bodies from the start. We just, like, rolled the worst possible one. Yeah, we'll take Q1, why not? Oh, we can paint it too. We got actually, like, a lot of money. Was that Kevin? I think that was Kevin. He just drove off. I'm gonna go give him a hard time. Why are you driving in the middle of a field, Kevin? Like, yeah, it's got a lot of, like, huge open world, but not necessarily filled with things problems. It's still just fun to, like, pick a direction and go sometimes and see what you drive into, though. Because there is stuff out here. It's just, it feels like it's not as densely populated as it should be for a game that's as big as it is. Don't get lost again, kid. That's all I ask. Or do. I can't be bothered to care. Alright. We got another Q coin. Need to collect all those. There's a lot of them. Also a bar. That's a flashy looking car. Do I know about Choro Q coins? Well, I've been collecting them. So this guy will basically tell you where the coins are. But let's get a hint. It's not like we have to pay for it. Somewhere behind Kinsera's house. I don't know where that is, but okay. Alright, so let's go equip ourselves with a slightly less crappy looking car body. Because I don't want to drive in a soccer mom van forever. That would make me sad. Now, there's a few things we could do from here. Since we finished the first race, we could go and try and find a new town, because I believe there's like 6 or 7 of them. Each one with their own races. We also could just go and do a bunch of events and stuff and try and do mini quests. Taking that because that looks less awful. The bodies don't actually affect stats though, they're just there for looks. So just pick the car body you like the best, which is good. I just wanted one that did not look terrible, and this at least looks like a car, so that's a plus. Alright, let's see what our painting options are. So if I were to color 2 things... Yeah, we could do that, okay. This will look at least a little bit racier than that stupid van. There we go. And we'll give it gold wheels because style points that are definitely not overkill. The goal of this game, make your car as gaudy as possible. And we're doing it. Alright. Let's see if we can find some more quests. Newman! Have I heard about Grandpa Tal? No, I've not. He's a weird old guy who lives east of Peach Town. He likes to roll barrels at people. That sounds like a quest. Okay, let's do that. So, east of Peach Town would be through the buildings I'm currently driving past. Okay. Well, obviously I can't drive through the buildings. I can try my damnedest to, but I don't think we'll do it. Wait, there was something behind Wolf's house. I remember that tip. Okay, we need to go behind him as well. Whoa! Don't hit me, please. I'm trying to be a good motorist. Okay, so east of Peach Town. Oh, that looks like a photo booth. Number 5. That tip was right. Boom. Number 6 is located on the east of Q's factory in Peach Town. I think we've already been there. That's cool. Alright. So, somewhere east of here... Ooh, there's a coin. Let's collect that. There's someone rolling barrels at people. We gotta do something about that. Because that ain't right. And there's someone just running around in the middle of nowhere. What's your story? Garbage truck man. Fell in love with a beautiful island girl. She said that if I needed to contact her, I could send a message in a bottle, so I sent one down Peach Town's river. Okay, well, we're nowhere near Papaya Island right now. But I will keep that in mind, Garbage Truck Man. I'm more concerned about the guy throwing barrels at people. I think that's a pick shop. Let's go grab it. Basically, if you're the kind of person who hates getting distracted by stuff or doesn't want to do like a bunch of meaningless stuff just because collecting stuff, you're probably not going to care so much for this game, but it's just impressive they made a game this big. I found barrels. Number 8's located off the road to the east. On the way to Fuji City. Okay. Oh, and the sun's going down. We got like this nice pink filter over everything now. Coin, 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 crunch. Okay. Hey. Okay, Ramsey, I will let you know if I find a place for a body shop. I think I found where I need to dodge barrels. This is Grandpa Tal's cave. He lives on top of the hill and loves to roll barrels. Let's go. Let's avoid some rolling barrels. I love this series because it's just bizarre. Like, you either get like games that are just arcade style racers, weird minigame collections, or just insane adventure games. And I definitely prefer the adventure games, but you know, it's just weird to see these kind of games in action because they're just so strange. Okay, so we definitely need to avoid those barrels. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got this. No problem. No problem. Alright, go through here. Oh, I don't like that so much. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. No problem. Huge opening. Gonna make a ton of progress up this stupid hill. Those barrels seem to be slightly bigger than their hitbox suggests, so you can't really skirt them so much. Okay. 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 Clear! Nice. I didn't move your barrels, I went between them. Okay. Well, that was fun. Oh, hey, it's nighttime. We got our little, like, headlights on. Cool. You know, this game is not complicated, and it's not the most advanced-looking PS2 game I've ever seen, but it's a lot of fun. And, you know, I just like that it's a really interesting, different sort of chill driving game. Like, there is racing if you want to do that, I guess, but that's not the point. If I find a place full of flowers, I will let Flower know. It's just a bunch of people driving around the middle of nowhere. What's your story? You look kind of racy. You want to build a place where kids can have fun. Property is inexpensive. Well, that's, you know, in this economy, that's the real question is, where is property inexpensive? If I knew that, I might live someplace that's not where I currently live, though. Oh, I think we found another snapshot house. And I see a coin. Reverse. Oh, there's picture shop number 2. Yes, I want to take a picture. Nice. Making all these photographic memories. This is cool. Okay, so number 3 is behind Kinsara's house. Well, we've already got that tip for a coin. The trick is figuring out where the hell that actually is. Oh, I wonder. Because I remember finding like this completely weird thing in the physics. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, you can just sort of reverse up mountains sometimes. When I was testing this game out a long time ago, I first discovered that, and that's how I found the scramjet engines. Just, I rolled up a hill, and I found like this winter town, and then like that led me somewhere else, and it was like this actually like legit huge adventure. And, you know, I think that's really cool, you know, it's... Sure, it's a game where you drive a whole bunch, but that's almost not the point. That's almost secondary. So much as it is a game where you know, explore, interact with people, do quests. It really does feel like a giant RPG, sort of. The Adventurer Jones. Yes, let's test our skills as an adventurer. Find 7 gemstones. Yellow lies near the island bridge's western beach. Blue sapphire can be found in the ruins to the west of Sandopolis. That's pretty far away, I think. The ruby was dropped into the sea to the west of Sandopolis' lighthouse. To find the violet moonstone, follow the river east of Mushroom Road. The red violet amethyst lies behind Large Hill's big jump ramp. You'll find the green emerald above the temple under the sea. The black opal can be found on a cliff south of Quick Pick number 94. Make note of that, there's at least 94 of them, which is located on Papaya Island. No. I'm probably not going to remember it, but, you know, if I'm just driving around collecting stuff and seeing what I can find and do, I'll figure it out. Well, someone's tearing up the ground over there. What's your story, Speedy? You want to join my racing team? You seem to be going pretty fast. Ooh, coin. Coin. I wish I could turn slightly better, but... I don't think honking at anyone does anything, but... Near the river in Peach Town, there's a large peach tree. Its peaches are about to fall. I saw that tree. Slamming against the tree sometimes causes peaches to fall, but I'm not strong enough. I'd like to taste one. I think we have a quest. Let's get some peaches for, what was it, James? Let's do it. Ha! Reference! I just got that. Okay. James, we'll get you your giant peach. But first, need a photo. Nice. We're in front of the peach farm. Once again, advertising delicious coffee. Head west past Kevin's mom's house. She doesn't have a name, she's just Kevin's mom. That's her sole defining feature. It'd be kind of nice if stuff that like you picked up, like those photo booths, would like get marked slightly different. Like, I'm not saying it needs like a check mark on the map or anything, but you know, maybe make it slightly different so I know that I've already been there. Because I would like to try and get everything if I can do it, but I'm not going to go super far to my way to try. Alright, there's the peach tree. So I need to slam into this to get a peach for James. Bonk. Oh no, it's in the river. This reminds me of a story about a peach, but I can't think of what it's called right now. Actually, it reminds me of like 2 different stories about peaches. So let's try that weird physics thing. Yeah. We might have to do that later because I don't know how to get to that one town the normal way. Because this is like only the second time I've ever actually played this game. But this game's quite fun. James, no! Oh, there, physics. This is why you need a wing on your car, so that you don't take off into the sky. I mean, I know you think wing means fly, but really it means that you kind of stick to the ground better because downward force. Because that's how cars work, I think. Alright, we gave a big peach to James. Yes! Alright, we now have a teammate in James. Cool! Racing buddies, go! There's like a lot of teammates you can add, but I think you can only have like a team of 3 plus yourself. So you kind of have to like swap in between them. Okay, so this is Kinsera. We already found the photo booth and the coin behind his house, so those tips are now no longer useful. Your farm is very nice. I got some local peach wine. But I'm driving. Okay. I'm not sure what that's useful for. I'm guessing that you use that to give to someone else later. And someone's driving past. Who is it? Why is it? I think it's the flower girl. Nope, it's not purple, so it's not flower girl. Acel. Detectives are cool. I mean, there is a police station literally in that town, dude. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the police precinct. I was gonna say office. We'll go to the. It's not the police box. We'll go to the police gathering locale. The place where they hang out and work, I guess. There's a radio show. Alright, police powers activate. Peach police. Yes. Well, things are in order, but someone wants to be a police officer, so I thought I'd, tell you about it and you could, teach them and stuff. I guess not. Okay. Let's go to the radio shop. The Radio Shack. Uh-oh. We just picked up a thing. That looked to me like a coin purse. And when you find something that's missing, you take it to the police. That's obvious. That's just the right thing to do. It's Tim's wallet. Alright, cool. Deliver the wallet to the police station. Hooray! Now let's go see what the radio thing was about. When I saw that, I first thought that was going to be like one of those, hidden gems or something like that, but nope. Peach FM front desk. Yes, you can help me. Okay, we need a voucher to get through here, I guess. That's cool. I can work with that. I think that's Tim's mom's house. Or not Tim. Tim was the owner of the wallet. That was Kevin's mom's house. For that is her sole defining name. Is that she gave birth to Kevin at some point. Oh, he's pretty whizzy. If you head south, there's a great big sea. It's the most magnificent place. Maybe we should go there. Let's head south, maybe, after we go to this one building. Also, I saw a coin. You can't hide from me, coin. I got you. Covered. Alright. All these cars are so much flashier than me. The president is so... I know! He's giving up his presidency to whoever just wins a race. And considering that I think it has to be me, because I'm pretty sure I can lose that race indefinitely, I think I got this. It's just going to take a while. It's okay with me, as long as the new president is fast, that's all that matters. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Okay. Team racing is fun. Yes, it is. What's interesting is they all have their own stats and stuff too, so while you can upgrade them, there are just other teammate racers that'll be flat out better than them eventually. So, You know, it's important to help everyone out and ultimately get a better racing team. But we're going to go south now. Because that's apparently where stuff's going down. There's apparently a big ocean. I see a glowy gold thing, and I see a photo booth number 8 of at least 94 rather. Number 9, Q's factory in Peachtown. We just left there. Actually, I'm curious, can I... Okay, notebook. Stamps, pictures, so we can actually just see all the pictures we've taken. We don't have 6 on this first page, but other than that, we've got the rest. Stamps. How many of these are there? These are basically quests. Quite a few from the looks of it. Oh gosh, there's 100 quests. Plus a metric crap ton of photos. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Next, Fuji City. Alright, cool. I'm gonna grab that coin. But, you know, they said south there was an ocean. Not, you know, southwest. So we're gonna go off the road a little bit. See if we can find this ocean, and I think I see it. Woo! Thelma and Louise in it. Now the question is there a reason to be down here? And the answer to that is no, but also kind of yes, but also kind of no. It depends, basically. There is like an underwater portion to this. You can get underwater parts and stuff. I know that. Unfortunately, I don't think we're anywhere near where we need to be to get them. So we might just be wandering around here for no reason. But it's important to test the, you know, amphibious nature of your vehicles sometimes. But, you know, I just like this game for getting lost. Like, it's got so much content, and it's very, very cool, but just driving around getting lost is very, very fun. Seeing what this whole world is about with its crazy people cars. You know, he did say go south to get to the ocean. We did that, but I figured there'd be more here. I know there are places where there is more here, but it ain't here. And we don't exactly have the amphibian parts to help explore this all that well. Although this might be a problem. I didn't think this through, did I? We gotta find a beach. Because I don't think the whole reversing up a wall trick will work all that well. I think the only reason that works, too, is just because physics and hitting angles... Oh, almost. Hitting, weird sort of, like, half-angle vertices just acts very weird to the physics system. But, alas, I don't think we're going to be able to scale that wall. I think it has to be smaller. And straight vertical is not good. Still, it was fun to explore that. But first we need to find a beach. But maybe there'll be something on the beach that we find, you know? So maybe this wasn't just us diving into the ocean for no reason. Although, at the same time, there's a warp button. I remember. No, I didn't. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that race once again. Since we're now on a team, it'll be fun to see how the dynamics of that change. I don't think it changes at all, really. I think if your teammates rank high enough, you get also like a reward for them doing well. And as you can see, there's now a red dot on the... that's leading the pack. That's our teammate. So we could potentially earn a bigger reward now if we win and our teammate wins as well. And that's pretty cool. Meow. And all these people we're racing are different actual characters we can talk to if we find them in the world. They're not just like nameless, faceless cars. They have names, they have personalities. That's cool to me, you know? Like, all these people are actually people. And there's James. Sorry, James. Didn't mean to bump you like that. Yeah, this guy's really good on straightaways. So he's a good racer. If we could add him to our team, we would be set for a while. Whoa, okay. That's fine. Whoa! Sorry, James. Didn't mean to completely destroy your racing line there, buddy. Get out of the way. Oh! Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay. Well, as long as I'm riding his bumper, I think we're okay. Oh, that's bad, though. Might need better tires for better grip. I'm thinking. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Can we come in first? Sounds like people are back. Everyone left, that's why I thought I could do this right now. But people are also loud, so we might have to end this pretty soon. Boom! And it looks like James is coming in as well in third. Nice. Yeah, so we got first prize and third prize because James did well as well. That's pretty cool right there. So that's the race. I think we did pretty good. We had the right parts. We had a good teammates. I think that'll be it for tonight. People are coming back and it's going to be a bit loud anyway. This is why I normally do it super, super late. But I hope you enjoyed us exploring Road Trip, which we will be back at. This is kind of replacing Gotcha Force in the next week. I will also be back tonight to do more Saturn Day, provided my satiator actually works. I need to do some tweaking on that, though. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we try and stream as often as possible. Usually 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes more, but it just depends on how the situation goes. You must want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is get completely lost in a world of sentient cars and, you know, get distracted a whole bunch. And that's probably not going to change for a whole while because I like this game a lot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.